Yo, shalom, shalom. Yeah, but let's do it though. Just we want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Hey, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that's constantly ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushua. Shalom to the sincere brothers. All right. If I didn't say double honor to the apostles, I'm gonna say it again. Double honors to our apostles, man. You know, gotta say double honors, man. All right, to whom we have learned the truth. Salutation to the whole rooms of the elect. That's putting their life on the line, especially the times that we are living in. That's not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly standing on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns. Shalom to the few sisters, okay, that are sitting in the background, doing what they're supposed to do. And we got to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shai, all right, for opening our minds, giving us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the last days that we are truly living in. Okay, so as you see what's going on, okay, hey, gas prices is going up. All right, you got these different proxy wars between these other nations, the skirmishes. Okay, the main headline, which is Ukraine, Russia. All right, and out of this this so-called invasion that's taking place is causing the effects over here in the United States, where now people are starting to have to pay attention. Right. Now people are starting to realize what the prophets have been saying, okay, since the Lord has woken us up, man. Because it all starts by giving the word, man. All right, and this was a part of the mercy that Yahweh Shai has given to his people, going back into the promise, because we were going to wake up. All right, we were going to wake up out of our sleep, and we were going to speak upon the prophecies. All right, not only were we going to speak upon the prophecies, we were going to come out and teach and wake up our people, and we were going to also break down the strongholds, the lies of this place that has been spewed out throughout the planet Earth because of the seed line of the wicked. All right, who's the seed line of the wicked? Esau, Edom. Okay, and they have been spreading forth lies. They have been spreading forth their democracy. They have been giving you a false hope or reality that's getting ready to come to an end. See, everybody's in a state of comfort, but guess what? Your comfortability is getting ready to end. That's right. Because we're living in the last days. We're living at the end of this thing, man. And then, you Jakes out there, you so-called Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you jumped up and down. You voted for Biden to be in office, okay? And then now, look, the Democrats who don't give a damn about you, all right? They're like, you just better suffer. All right, while the Democrats are sending, billions of dollars over to Ukraine, but look at you people, now you got to suffer with high gas prices, man. Right. All right, high inflation, man. Okay, you're going to get ready to experience that pressure that the Lord said was going to get ready to take place, the time of tribulation, man. Okay, so before we jump into it, let's go to 2nd Ezra 6 chapter, start from the top. Start from the top. All right? Because we're living in beautiful times for us. You know, as the Lord said, to watch and see what he shall say. Well, everything that he said, which really started from the foundation of the world, okay, is now coming to pass. Right. Okay, and we're seeing the end. We're seeing this man's current kingdom, his rulership, coming to an end. Right? With Esau, he's losing members. Okay, you got Edomites turning on Edomites. All right, you're seeing the destruction of this economy. You're seeing morale at an all-time low. Okay, and then you're also seeing the uprising of the Lord's people. Right. All right. The Israelites are now back standing upon their feet, proclaiming the gospel, the good news to the whole world, man. And this is the God of the Bible that you want to follow, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is the one that you want to get by in order to receive salvation, all right, to receive mercy in these last days, man. That's right. Okay, it's by returning to Hamashiach Yahushua. Read it. Let's go. All right?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimes in Zion were hot.
Yep.
And ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure. Yep. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other.
Right. So before things were even created, before even the chimneys of Zion got hot, the Lord said, I considered all these things, and they were made through none other but by me. Right. So everything that you experience is all because the Lord is doing it. And the people of the Heavenly Father and His Son are now rising back up, because you're starting to see Israel all over. All right. You know, even though Israelites, they might be speaking the correct doctrine, or they might be speaking the right way, teaching the right way, but you still have Israelites that are walking around with borders, with the baby garments, the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? You still got Israelite women that are wrapping their hair up. You know what I mean? You got people more talking about Kwame Sharala, rise Israel. Okay, you got that vibration coming back. All right, because what the Lord is slowly bringing that power back unto us, that He's transferring that energy. Right. But things that have to take place before that ultimate transfer of energy happens is that the prophecies have to be fulfilled. Okay, and one of the major pieces of prophecy was that you're going to have the prophets that were going to speak the will of Yahweh Shai into the planet Earth before it begins to happen, which is also part of the Lord's mercies, man. Because how else did you hear the word except by the ways of the prophets, man? Because Christianity and being in these churches, there's no hope for you in these churches. Okay, there's no hope for you going to these temples, okay, and you serving a false god. All right, there's no hope for you. But the men that's on the street corners that are coming out the same scriptures seem to have all the answers, seem to have the understanding, seem to know what's really going on. And everything that we're saying is being backed by the Holy Spirit.
That's right.
Go ahead, on.
This is verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right. So we're living in that time.
Right.
To the sundering of times, because the Lord deals with measurements of times. Okay. Baba Kishah, can you hold that? Can you go to the 4th chapter, and I believe maybe try verse 37. Okay. See what that says. Yep, that's it. The Lord measures the times. So read that now.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, Verse 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times.
Right. So by measure have he measured the times. Okay. And what we're about to read when we go back to 2 the 6th chapter is that the end of this man's rulership, okay, the one that's following after it is us. Because we're witnessing the end of the so-called white man's age. We're witnessing the end of the Edomite's age, okay? His time of power, his time of ruling the planet Earth, okay? We're witnessing the end of it, man.
That's right.
All right, and it's starting by what? The prophets coming back, all right? The Lord giving us the Howard Kakadash, waking us back up, all right? Seeing that all these things is being spoken into existence, right? The names of Yahweh Shema Shai being pushed throughout the whole planet Earth, man.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor steer them.
Right, he does not move nor stir them. So there's no way to change the course of what's going to transpire. Okay, that's why right now with the gas and everything going up. Now they're trying to change everything to energy efficient, or they want to go to electric vehicles. Okay, but it's too late. It's too late. All right, it's too late for all that. Okay, you have Sleepy Joe who don't give a damn. Okay, then he cut off the progress or the production of the pipeline that they was working on, okay, over here with in between Canada, right? Then the sanctions, you got Vladimir Putin. Now he's making countermeasures, and he's saying that what he's signing, even though he didn't give the all the details, he's saying that it's going to last all the way up until December 31st. And then not only that is he saying that, but he's saying, look, I'm not exporting no resources over to y'all. All right, so the oil reserves that Biden's tapping into, okay, that's going to run dry.
Right.
All right, that's going to run dry. Gas is going to continue to keep going up. You have these economists that are speaking about how it's going to hit easily $200 a barrel, because right now it's hitting about like 121, 125, all right, which is a significant increase. Okay, you have the breadbasket of the world, which is Ukraine and Russia, according to their wheat products. Or not products, just wheat in itself. Wheat, all right, harvesting wheat, corn, things of that nature. All right, you know what I'm saying? And now it's not being shipped over here. So imagine when you go to the store, you seeing less products, you seeing less supplies. All right, you seeing higher prices, you seeing shrinkflation. All right, the products get smaller, but the prices are still high. Okay, you're gonna start seeing more and more of this take place in this economy. All right? You're gonna start seeing less cars on these streets, okay? Because this thing is having a ripple effect. All right, we're witnessing the beginning of sorrows in a major way.
Right.
Go ahead.
By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered his times.
Yep.
And he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Until the said measure be fulfilled, man. All right, because all things are getting ready to be fulfilled.
Right.
All right, the last two major pieces of prophecy, you know, which we can see right now, they're getting ready to squeeze the hell out of the people, force you to your knees, and then they're going to bring in this so-called new and better way, which is by you compromising and you submitting over to the government, by you becoming a forever slave, which is by you accepting that Quran, man. All right, that's a major piece. All right, the MO to the beat, man. All right, we can see how they want to track your footprints, your carbon footprints. They want to know everything you buy.
What time you go to bed, what time you wake up, when you have sex. You want to monitor all that. Esau wants to be like the Most High, but he wants to do it on a twisted level.
Right. And what better way to do it? Okay, because you know Esau, he's all about census, you know, tracking and knowing how many people there are on the planet Earth. Okay.
Polls and stuff.
Right, doing polls. You know what I'm saying? Which you so that's wicked for you to number the people. That's wicked for you to number the people, man. You know? But Esau wants to be like the Most High. He wants to create this artificial society, and that's why things have been evolving. Not in a good way, but things have been evolving on a level of things becoming more digitalized. You know what I'm saying? And then wickedness has been constantly being produced and pushed out into the world because we live in times where things is getting more evil, man. All right, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And that's the message that we have to give to you people, man.
That's right.
All right, that's the message we have to give to you people, and to tell our people that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Now it's time to awake out of sleep. All right, now it's time to return to your house by Shema Shai and get yourself together, man. All right, go through the Lord's mercy, man. Okay, let's go back to that second Ezra, the sixth chapter. Start at verse 6.
This is second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 6.
Yep.
Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Right. Yep.
Verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right. Yep.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Look, Jacob, when his hand held on Esau's heel, because it was written that the younger, okay, was going to be the one that was going to be over the oldest, okay, and the oldest was going to serve the younger, okay. So Jacob came out after Esau, holding on his heel, symbolizing us bringing down this man's kingdom, right? Spiritually first, because it's all about preaching the word. The words, before everything comes to a fullness or into its entirety, the words have to be spoken first, all right? To let you know that, look, the God of the Bible that we coming in, he's the one that's doing all these things. All right, and through none other, things are not going to change because the Lord wants these things to be transpired. The Lord wants these things to happen. All right, and we also need to tell you, look, through your house by Shema Shai is the only way for you to find salvation and peace. Okay, it's through your house by Shema Shai is the only way to find salvation and peace, man. All right, and as for the so-called white man, your kingdom, your empire, your way of ruling, period, is getting ready to come to a complete stop.
That's right.
The Lord's using you. All right, it has been using you. He's allowed you to run rapid since you came out the caves. He's allowed you to conquer his people. He's allowed you to also, that was also part of prophecy, to fulfill conquering us. You know, access to cargo slave ships. You know what I'm saying? Selling us on auction blocks. That was all according to the Lord saying that was going to happen.
Right.
You know, which that's why we're here today in a strange land serving our enemies. But now we're here also to say that the time that we in is the time of you going down.
That's right.
Okay? And you thinking in your mind that you're going to be forever living in that high seat. No, all right? Because look how things is being ran in society. Look how things just out of order, man. You didn't push your democracy. You didn't push your witchcraft all throughout the world. You didn't produce nothing but evil, man. Okay? And that's all through the works of your hands, man. Because what you put your hands to, everything has become corrupted and destroyed, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Look at the condition of the people. All right? Here it is, right? You send this aid over to Ukraine, but then you got people in America that are suffering.
There was an article yesterday about there's one politician in I believe Mitch McConnell basically just wants to keep the funding for children that have or that are less fortunate that can't eat lunches in schools. He doesn't want to add any type of money to that. So they're so willing to help other people everywhere else, but they don't even want to help their own people here.
Right, which is backwards. Which is backwards as hell. All right. Even you have economists that are saying that, you know, you have more people in Russia that actually have bunkers, you know, that have safety. Okay, because people are actually really afraid in these times that we live in, right? Because people believe that they're gonna get nuked. They're foreseeing World War III is on the rise,
right.
which it is.
Yeah.
That's the last and final war that's gonna take place before the end of this place happens. All right. The war to end all wars, which is going to be World War III, which is found in the scriptures. Yep. Go ahead, read on a little bit. You can finish that.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yep.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So we're seeing the Lord, okay, doing what he done once upon a time in the land of actual Egypt, which is bringing forth the plagues.
Right.
All right. That's why the Lord said, measure out the time diligently in itself, because you're supposed to be on watch. You're supposed to be on guard. You're supposed to be paying attention, seeing how the Lord is bringing this thing, okay, to a final closure. All right. The curtain's getting ready to close on this place.
Right.
Man. All right. And the Lord is getting ready to uplift his chosen in these last days. All right. And that's the faith that we have, man. Right? Because if you don't got the Lord, man, you're going to be through out here. You're going to be through out here, man. Because the so-called white man, he still has it out for the children of Israel, right? Because he wants to ultimately have Israel done away with. You don't forget about Esau hating his brother and wanted to put his brother to death after Isaac gave the blessing unto him. All right? Remember that. He sought to slay his brother Jacob, man. So don't think that just because you could walk around and go up and down the street that these devils have not been trying to kill off Israel. It's always been about Esau trying to reclaim back that birthright, okay? That war between good and evil, all right? You know, Esau has been behind the scenes trying to, matter of fact, go to Psalm 64. Psalms 60, I think it's Psalm 64th chapter, start at the top. All right? He's been shooting at Jacob, man, for years, man, trying to kill our people, you know? Had you believing that marching was the way, okay? He got you in the ghettos, in the barrios, you know what I'm saying? Got you so-called Mexicans, got you so-called blacks divided amongst yourself, okay? He's the one that put crack in your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that's setting up all this degenerative music, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that gave women feminism, man, you know? Which feminism works both ways. Because not only does it empower women to be masculine, but it also turns men feminine into being estrogen field, man. That's all through the device of the devil, man. All right? I don't know if you've seen that video, brother, with that one Edomite. She was speaking roughly around the words of saying that the Esau damn, the Edom, I forget how it go though, but it was powerful. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll send it to you later. You know what I mean? If it comes to me, I'll say it. But go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Right, and that's what we're praying for. Right? Because we know that Esau is getting ready to come down as a flood.
That's right.
He getting ready to come down on the flood, and he's setting it up real well, right? You know, you had the lack of cargoes being placed onto the shipping docks at the ports. All right, you have the lack of personnel resources because more than just trucking. You know, you gotta have the people that's at the port to maneuver the cranes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your dispatchers. You gotta have, you know, it's layers to it, man. You know what I mean? But then you've seen a shortage of that. Then you've seen the truckers protesting. Now you're seeing gas rise. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing all different avenues of how things are going to get to the point where everybody will be at each other's throat real soon. Right.
Water, all different types of resources that people have gotten comfortable today. Like the brother was saying earlier, you know, these cities, this world was really made for women because it makes it easy for people just to get access to things instead of back in ancient times. You had to go out and hunt. You had to go out and to the fields and just basically, do it yourself. But today, this has made people so dependent on him when it comes to getting these resources. But very soon, these resources aren't going to be available like they used to be.
Right, exactly. That's why a lot of women, they don't really respect men, because they have the comforts of these cities, these inner cities. Okay, they don't need you to go hunt no animal. You know what I'm saying? And then skin it and do what you gotta bleed it. You know what I'm saying? And do what you gotta do to make sure that you can eat it. You know what I mean? They got the convenience stores for that, man.
There was an interview that they did with a whole bunch of Eves, like early 2000s, maybe like around the 90s, and they asked the whole group of Eves, do they need a man in the house? And pretty much all of them said, one Pacific one said, I got the government to take care of me. I don't need a man in order to take my kids, because EBT basically said that's where she's gonna get her help.
Right, and that's why a lot of women are gonna be afraid when the lights go out, man. All right, because they're getting ready to shut down America. America, you about to witness another false flag, and it's going to be way worse than 9/11, man. Right? A cyber attack, meaning that they're going to cut off all telecommunication. Okay, all telecommunication, meaning that you're not going to be able to access no banks. You're not going to be able to call anybody. All right, you're not gonna be able to get in touch with anybody. Not only that, it's going to also be a big EMP attack, which EMP is electromagnetic pulse, okay? Which is going to shut down the whole power grid, all right? But you have the eastern connection grid, you have the western connection grid, and you have the main one, which is the big one that's out in Texas. You have three main ones that pretty much keep the lights on here in Babylon the Great, man. All right. And so with those connection grids, those going down, that means the cars that you have shutting off. No transportation. Okay. The water. You people don't even realize how much essential water is, and how your water is being pushed through these companies that depend on those power supplies to keep them filtered. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have sludge coming out your goddamn sinks, or your sewage being backed up into your house.
Prime example of that. Look at Flint. What was going over in Flint is still going on, to where they had the resources to fix it, but the government didn't want to put any money into it. So that goes to show you how much your government really cares about you. They're not willing to give you clean water, yet you're paying taxes.
Yeah, but matter of fact, some more scriptures, brother.
Okay, this is Psalms.
And if you got precepts in there between,
Absolutely. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right, because like we were stating, the damn devil has always been trying to persecute and kill off the seed of the children of Israel, man. All right? The food that you eating, that's designed to destroy you. You wonder why you're out of shape. You wonder why you're fat. You got rolls on your body. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the other nation, you look at the heathen woman, they go booties. You know what I mean? They getting thick in the right areas. But you, the daughters of Zion, your ass got rolls on your body, because this goddamn food you eating, man. All these preservatives, looking like the Michelin Man. Shit. Because you eating all this processed, and you eating all this food that don't have no nutrients. And then the crazy part about it is that now you gotta go to vitamin stores just to fill in for what the food is naturally supposed to give you. That's something.
This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yep.
Where, like the scriptures say, you're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it exists. Because it does exist, even if you can't see it. So very soon, those types of miracles, there's a miracle happening right now by this word coming out. So very soon you're going to be seeing, more miracles on the physical level of men getting that spiritual power. But those that are going to be blessed with that power are those that have faith, those that have endured.
Yep. That's going to come. That's going to come in this time. All right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ak. Read back where you was at.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right, and that's what they do. When these Edomites get behind closed doors, you best believe that they're thinking about ways to destroy you, man. Right? It's never been about you becoming equal with these goddamn devils. No. You know what I'm saying? Just like even Kanye said, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. No matter how much money you got, no matter how much if you join the Black Roulette, or you know what I'm saying, you part of that 1%. You got money to eat at these spots that these Edomites can eat at. You know what I'm saying? These high class spots. It don't matter, man. You an Israelite, okay? Your seed line goes back into our forefather Jacob, okay? It's war, man.
Right.
It's war between the seed of the righteous and the seed of these devils, man. All right? And that's why we're praying Yahweh Shalom Shai keep us secure. But what is Jake doing? Jake is running to the damn government for the help, man. Thinking that the government is going to provide you with assistance in order for you to sustain yourself while so-called things blow over. That's not according to prophecy, man. Things are not going to blow over, man. All right? We're not going to be here for 2039, 2045. We still here just on the streets being old and shit. Out here like white man's devil. You know what I mean? Man. You know what I mean? Everything is getting ready to come to an end, man. All right? Because these devils that they keep ruling, they want Israel to fall, man. That's what they looking for, okay? But we saying, look, you got to come back and start trusting on the Lord. You got to start depending on the Lord now, man. All right? Let's keep going. While you looking for a scripture, let's keep going. All right?
This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect suddenly.
And who's the perfect? Israel, man.
That's right.
That's what these devils are doing. Shooting at the perfect in secret, man. You know? And as you see, everything that they've been trying to do, put the guns, they turn Jake hoods against Jake hoods, you know what I mean? They got Jake killing each other, all right? But then nothing is stopping us, all right? Because it's through the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, man, all right? That's why we here.
That's right.
That's why we're able to prophesy. That's why the elect and the remnant, okay, are back in these days under one banner, one consent, all right, under the Lord, man, prophesying, preaching against this wicked ass place, because the Lord sanctioned that from the beginning, man.
That's right.
All right, everything is being fulfilled. Everything is happening according to the Lord's movement, man. All right, because these damn devils, they tried to take us out, but they can't take us out. All right, because there's no way, like you said, it shall not be stirred nor moved. All right, everything the Lord said was going to take place, it's all happening according to the Lord's plan. So
right.
who do you think we depending on? We depend on Yahweh Shalom Shai, not this goddamn devil. You run to these devils, you're gonna be ashamed.
Right.
You're gonna be confused. Now you people are confused. You know, Biden, we voted for you. You know what I mean? Remember that shit? You ain't black if you don't vote for me.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
You know? Now look at your black ass. You looking stupid. All right, looking stupid as hell. Look at your Latino ass. You know, you thought the Democrats coming to office was gonna be way better. All right. But no, things are turning for the worse, which things are turning to the better for us.
That's right.
Okay, because we want these things to take place. We know that these things taking place ensures our salvation and our deliverance.
That's right. Everything's going according to plan.
That's right. Yep. Keep going.
This is verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect suddenly, though they shoot at him and fear not.
Yep. Yep. Keep going.
Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares, privily, they say, who shall see them?
Right. See, they read that from the top again. They laid traps and snares. You know, there's reason why the prison system is set up. Why Jakes just constantly keep going into back and forth in the jail. All right, setting up all these different laws to keep you in traps, to keep you in that web. All right, they're the reason why you can never really truly get ahead in this society. You always living paycheck to paycheck, man. All right. Ultimately, go back to the curses because we are under curses, man. You know, we can't forget about the curses. We're not here for our rest. And the Lord constantly reminds us that, you know what I mean, by having us go through these hard situations, all right? But nevertheless, he allowed this devil to have a mindset to create a society to oppress the hell out of us, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It reads, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right, they lay snares privily, man. You know, you believe that that it was okay to trust in Planned Parenthood for you women out there. I not knowing that was a snare because you started murdering your children, and that was how you was openly accepting genocide on your people. Right, you so-called Black and Hispanic women. Right, you shouldn't be laying down with all these different men. But the so-called white man told you it's okay to live a swinger lifestyle. It's okay to jump from rod to rod. Now look at you. You got 1,000,001 spirits on you because you laying with 1,000,001 dicks out there, man. All right? You ain't supposed to carry like that. You know what I'm saying? The daughters of Zion used to be delicate. All right? But you look at this society, now they become nothing but beasts, monsters, man. All right? Women that just land with every man that they meet. Okay, no problem. Because the so-called white man said it's okay for you to sleep with every man. No. All right, you have women that would bathe themselves months on end just for the time of ceremony and marriage, man. Right. All right? With ceremony and marriage, that's what it goes back into the act of sex. That's how you become one and one with a man. All right? You know what I'm saying? You become intertwined, one flesh. All right? But in society, you land with Dick, Tom, and Harry, man. Wondering why there's so many diseases. Okay? Wondering why you got so many different goddamn baby daddies. Okay? And that's why a lot of you women, especially when the lights go out, man, which is a major plague, all right, for the time of Egypt, man, darkness. All right? A lot of you women gonna bug the hell out, man. When you don't have the convenience of the stores anymore, you gonna bug the hell out, man. Right. All right, that's the times that we living in. Okay, things are getting constantly worse. All right, and we've been telling you that these things are gonna get worse. But then you got the so-called white man. Go to 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, the 3rd verse. You got a so-called white man set it all these snares and all these traps for you. Got you believing that there's gonna be peace and safety. Everything's gonna be all right. You know. Go ahead.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
Look, see, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as a woman that travaileth with child, man. All right? Because what? The things that we see is all a part of the birth pains. We're living in a time of 2 Ezra 15th chapter. All right? The 2 Ezra 16th chapter. All right? You know what I mean? Major piece of prophecy. Revelation the 13th chapter. All right, you about to see a transition of buying and selling. Okay, you about to see a major change coming real soon. All right, Matthew the 24th chapter, so on and so forth, man. The prophetic scriptures that we read about constantly, that's constantly on repeat, man. You know, you seeing these things that are taking place, unless you just under a rock. All right, go ahead, up.
It reads, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, For when they shall say peace and safety, and sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Right, and they shall not escape. Who's the they? The they is you tribes, man. You're the they, all right? The scriptures say, though hand in hand join together, the wicked shall not surely go unpunished, man. All right? You're the they. Okay. We've been telling you. Go to 2 Ezra 15:1. You know, we've been telling you. That's why you say, speak down to the ears of my people. What we've been doing is speaking down to the ears of our people. Tell you never to trust thine enemy. You know, you had 1,000,001 people that went to go run and get the jump shot. You know what I'm saying? They got the Windows 19 juice all up in their body. You know what I mean? Now they just leaking graphene oxide. You know what I'm saying? They affecting people now and shit. You know, you walking fucking bio bombs and shit. You know, just right. You know what I'm saying? And they having fucking in the army, they having sermons of a zombie apocalypse on the rise. You know, they've been setting the 5G. That's destroying your anatomy, man. You know what I mean? It's going to have you people bugging out real soon, man. A lot is getting ready to transpire.
That's right.
You know? Go ahead. 15:1.
This is 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right. Speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yep. Because see, and that's the thing. They are faithful and true. There's nothing that's not written in this book that we can't say that's not holding no weight. All right. Everything in this book is holding weight. All right. Everything in this book is faithful and true. Okay. Why? Because look, the Lord said he's not a man that he shall lie. All right. Let me get that real fast. In the book of Numbers. Okay. This is Numbers. This is Numbers chapter 23, verse 19. It says, Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. He have said, and shall he not do it? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Behold, I have received commandments to bless, and he hath blessed, and I cannot reverse it, you see. And who are the blessed ones in these times? The elect are the blessed ones in these times, you see. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. That's why we don't have to read out of the book of the Quran. We don't read out of the book of the Egyptian, book of the dead, you know what I mean? We don't read out no other books, man. Because really, this main book has all the answers. That's right. All right. And then the Lord gives his men understanding to be able to give you the answers, man. All right. It's all through the Holy Spirit, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Ak.
It reads, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Right. And pretty soon you're going to see less and less scoffers, man. All right? Because guess what? Them scoffers, they got to maintain their livelihoods too. So as we tell you that inflation, prices going to keep rising, this economy is going to go down, you know? Now they about to be out here afflicted. That's right. Like, oh man, them dudes was telling the truth. Of course we were. Because what? We were telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Shah, the Lord said, I'm going to give you pastors that's going to speak according to my heart, man. We coming out the scriptures, but it's all according to the Lord's heart. We just reading what the Lord said to read.
That's right.
Read on.
Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
And that's what is really getting ready to happen. Majority of the people out here, you're getting ready to perish real soon, man. All right, there's going to be many more people that died and many more people than the people that are going to be saved, man. All right, and the Lord's not going to come and save everybody. He's only going to come and save the remnant, the elect of the house of Israel, man. All right, the lost sheep, because you got a lot of these Christians out here that are starting to see the signs of the times. All right, and now all these Christians are popping up out of the woodwork. Now they're using certain terms that we use. Now they're trying to go into certain scriptures. Now they're talking about God and made God. You know what I mean? But they always keep sticking to that rapture. They hold on to that rapture because they in hopes. They hoping that they're gonna be saved. No, Yahweh is not coming to save everybody. He's coming to save the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. All right, and you'll never find a rapture in the scriptures. Not one time will you find a rapture in the scriptures. Not one time. Okay, but see, we getting ready to see these as the scripture say, the time of tribulation, man.
Right.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, before you read that, read it again. Go ahead.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. That's what the Lord is getting ready to bring to this place, man. Read it again.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Sword, famine, death, and destruction. These are part of the plagues, man, that the Lord is getting ready to bring to this place. We already seeing a part of that Windows 19. All right? Well, they're saying that they're going to release something even worse. That's going to be actually killing the hell out of people. They're already comparing the prices that are going to these gas prices to something of I Am Legend. And remember, it was only from it was Dr. Neville. That was Will Smith's character that he played. Okay, and he thought that he was the only one that survived. All right, everybody else was pretty much dying off. They turned into them goddamn zombies, man. Mm-hmm. And then you had Dr. Neville going to like a bank, and then you had all this money that was on the floor. The money didn't mean nothing. Pretty soon, the dollars that's in your pocket are gonna get ready to mean nothing to you. Right. They're not gonna be worth nothing real soon. All right, and that's the times that we coming up to. They getting ready to change the current way that you buy and sell real soon, man.
Right.
Okay, that's why they're talking about the CBDC. All right, the central bank digital currencies, man. All right, and then you have Biden that just recently he put up fuck, I forget what it's called. He put up something against these yeah, look it up real fast, bro. Yeah, just that last one, yeah, just hold it there. Drop everything that's on it there. All right, look it up real fast, you know, so you get the right term. Just type in cryptocurrency and Biden. You know what I mean? See what he put up. Because Biden put that so that way a lot of you people that have been making money off these you know, Dogecoin, these different coins that have been coming up, you know, it's all different types of coins out there. All different types of coins, okay? So all these different types of coins that are now coming out, now you're about to cut that, all right?
This is President Biden's new order will put cryptocurrency under federal scrutiny.
You see? He about to cut all that shit real soon because now it's going to be solely, you're going to have to convert over to their new system and what they about to put in play, okay? Which means that you're going to have to comply to the government, man, all right? They're going to force you to change the way you deal with buying and selling, which means they're going to try to put a digital mark inside your body. They're about to implant you with a device, okay, which is going to track your finances, it's going to track your health, it's going to have your ID, it's going to have all your records on it, your medical history, everything we've been talking about. How else are they going to bring in this system? Okay, what better explain how they're going to be able to do this? Which is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Okay.
It's right around the corner.
Right. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And then go to hold that. Now go to Matthew 24 and 21. Let's bounce around in there. Matthew 24 and 21. Okay. Because that tribulation is that pressing. And you can look at the word tribulation as well. Baba Shah in the blue letter, you know. All right, which a lot of these people in America, okay, you're not gonna be ready for that type of pressure to come upon you. Okay, you're not gonna be ready for that, man. A lot of you just weak by nature. That's why scripture say a lot of people are gonna be weak as women. All right, and you can look at this place. This place is very feminine as hell. All right. Your estrogen field by the food that you eat. They have softened the men up. You can see that this place is destroyed, man. All right, you got men that are women. Men that are wearing women's clothing nowadays, man. All right. I know you seen that picture with Lakeith, which he's the actor, one of the dudes that played out of Get Out.
Oh, shit, the Skinny Jake.
The Skinny Jake, yeah. Right? You know what I mean? He played on a couple other movies, you know. I actually knew that dude in the world, man. You know what I mean? But see, they got certain dudes that are doing certain signs. You know what I mean? Wearing certain beans over their face when they doing certain talk shows. You know what I mean? Showing the elites their allegiance. All right, but see, they've been pushing you niggas to bring forth this feminized agenda, which he's just one of many. You know what I mean? Because you had several guys that used to put on dresses and show their allegiance to the society. All right.
Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry.
Yep, Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry. Yep.
The Wayne brothers.
Yep, the Wayne brothers. You know what I mean? And then you got these rappers that are doing it as well. All right. But that's all part of feminist agenda, which they push that vibration out there. All right, because they want you to be soft, man. They want you to be destroyed, conquered, man. All right. Then you look at the military. What is it all full of? It's full of these alphabet people, man. All right. Alphabet people are women. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's who really run the goddamn military now. All right. That's why these other nations look at the United States military as a fucking joke. All right. It's a fucking joke now. You know.
They just let anything to it. Now taxpayer money is going towards the surgeries of the alphabet people that want to join the military. Mm-hmm. It's like you're supposed to be, you know, protecting America, but really you just taking people's money and using it for abominable surgeries.
Right. Which is cool because that's good, man. And that's what we've been telling you, that the moral compass of this place, it's not right. There ain't no moral compass here. All right? Ain't no moral compass here, man. All right? Because it's all full of corruption and evilness, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you women that have fought for rights and equality, you know what I mean? And then you stood up and marched for the alphabet people, and then now you seeing that the alphabet people are now taking over your fucking sports, man. See how backwards this shit is?
Now they mad, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they mad as hell. Well, we can't win, and I put my heart into it, and you know, I was trying to go to nationals, and you know, now I'm being misplaced because this transforming and he killing shit. You know what I mean?
Fred took everybody's spot.
Nigga out swimming you. Nigga, he ain't even lifting the weight bench. He lifting the bench and the bar. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Just outplaying everybody.
You know, yeah.
Got the gold medal, everything.
You know, man. But that's all because you took it on to the liking of the ways of America, man. You like, again, Eve biting onto that apple, man. You know what I mean? And then they've been fighting for it. You know, holding on, clinging to it, man. And we've been telling you to let go of this fucking place, man.
Right.
We've been telling you to stop living in this delusional ass society that got you stuck in the matrix, man. You got you believing that everything you're doing is going to be the end all be all. Like, you just going to just keep going to work 24 every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 12 hours, 6 to 5 days a week. You know what I mean? And you're just gonna go back to your weak ass apartment, man. That's not the end all be all for Israel. Okay? Let's go out.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right. So we tell you that there was gonna be a time of tribulation, and everything that you're seeing is the leading up point unto that time of tribulation. All right, that's what you're seeing right now, man. The rise to this tribulation point. Okay, that's never going to be like any other time in history. All right, but you can read about the things that took place in history. You can read about the time of 70 AD. All right, you can read about the time of how people were being starved out during the Assyrian captivity, during the time of Masada, man. All right, you can read about these things. And then you're going to know that what's going to happen in these times is going to far exceed those times, man. All right? It's not going to get any lighter. It's going to keep getting worse. But everybody walking around like nothing is going to transpire. Like everything is going to be all right. All right? Until shit happens. Right? Until shit hits a fan. Okay? Matter of fact, jump up. What you got? You got something? Yeah, grab the word, Brother Sean. Water. Yep, water. Tribulation.
Oh, tribulation, select.
Yeah, get the word tribulation. That's what I want.
Tribulation, a pressing.
Nope, Greek word.
Tribulation.
I don't know how to say it. Let Esau say it.
Tribulation,
Philippus. Brother, say the word, brother.
Tribulation, Philippus, which is the Greek word for it.
Yep.
Which means a pressing or pressing together, pressure, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits.
So when we're talking about tribulation, distress, oppression, all these things are getting ready to take place.
Right.
Okay. That's why a lot of these private sector businesses, which a lot of these businesses now, you're really running off of those PPP loans. You know what I'm saying? And then now they're starting to cut everybody from being your own entity. You know what I mean? To where everything's going to have to rely solely on that primary source, which that's a part of the New World Order. All right? One central bank, one government rule, okay? One religion.
Even though you don't own anything now, they're gonna make it well known to you that they don't own anything.
Yeah. Bill Gates been buying up all lands. You know what I mean? They know how to go and buy out a farm or a farmer that's, you know, that hasn't been making that money that he used to be making. You know, they've been using Monsanto to bully everybody into putting in their GMO seeds. You know what I'm saying? And putting high prices so that way you can't compete in the market. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get bought out. You know what I mean? Or they just comply with the regulations of what the bigger guy is pushing, man. You know? Yes, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember a while back you said how like Monsanto spread its seeds on their land, but if those seeds happen to get on another farmer's land that's privately owned, Monsanto can basically go over there and confiscate and say, "Hey, my seeds grew on your land, so hey, it's mine now."
Hey, I mean, we're dealing with the devil here, right? Because the power's in his hand to do so. That's how he takes things. He takes it by force and by violence, man.
Yeah.
Right? So seeing all the lands being bought up, why do you think this is happening? Okay, because they have an agenda that is at play. All right, but you Americans are too goddamn stupid. You're stupid. All right, then on top of that, you Israelites are stupid as hell. All right, and if you don't believe me, even the most high had Jeremiah called you stupid, man. All right, you're sottish children. Okay, you're still running to the devil for everything. You're still believing on this goddamn society, man. Okay, when the Lord didn't say that, man. The Lord said, "Turn back unto Him."
That's right.
Go ahead, up.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21.
Yep.
For then shall be great tribulation, such was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right, nor ever shall be. All right, and it's coming on all different levels, man. All right, like I said, pretty soon people ain't gonna be driving in cars.
That's going to be so expensive to where people can't even want to leave their home.
Right.
You got to choose between gas and food.
Right, exactly. The scripture said, "You shall desire to go into a city and not be able." You're not even gonna be able to go into a city. You ain't even gonna be able to afford that shit. Right. Imagine gas at fucking $15 a gallon, $20 a gallon. You know, you spending $30 for 2 gallons. $30. Add that up about your feet. You know, add that up. Especially if you got a big diesel, you got a fucking 8-cylinder car. You know, 6 cylinders.
That's gonna cause issues all throughout. Like Brother was saying, a ripple effect, because you see how they're trying to open things back up to where they're trying to get people to go back in the office.
You got people right now that's from out in LA. They're going in under people's cars and they're drilling holes in their gas tanks, man. They're not even siphoning that shit. They just drilling a hole and letting the oil spill into whatever container they're using to take the gas. You know, you have somebody that got caught with like over $1 million worth of gas or some shit. You know what I mean? They just had big ass barrels. You know, hey, the love of many getting ready to wax cold real fast. Matter of fact, we're gonna bounce around in this chapter. Go to verse. Matter of fact, go to verse 3. Go to verse 3.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3.
Yep.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, all these things might come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yep.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
You see famines, pestilence, that's on the rise, man.
Right.
That's why you're starting to see the storehouses become what? Empty. That's what you're starting to see. The storehouses become empty. And now you're about to start seeing when the prices go up. So you got to imagine people that's already low income families. That's probably making what, 30 to 40,000 a year. 40,000 is like you making about $21 an hour. You know what I mean? You making about 40, a little bit over 40. You know, you making about 15, probably only making like 30,000 a year. That's not shit. So you only can imagine people that's living low income, right? How hard it's gonna be for them. Okay, they just gonna be like, fuck it. I can't go to work, and so people gonna resort back to violence.
Right.
All right, people gonna resort to violence, man. Now we starting to see people back supposed to start being against the wall. All right, and you know anything about an animal that's trying to take care of themselves, or they're trying to protect themselves, they gonna get desperate. People gonna loot, they gonna rob. That's gonna also allow the damn government to come in and bring forth their troops. Right. They already got the UN troops out there in Canada. They have reports of UN planes that flew in, that unloaded their troops out there in Canada. That's not far from the US. All right? They're border away.
That's right.
But you know they're gonna come over here all throughout the streets, because that's part of prophecy. You're gonna have militia groups. You got all these different militias, these factors that are getting together, that are starting to gear up, saying you gotta protect your community. Now these Edomites they're banding together. Right? Banding together to make sure their community is straight. Okay? We're getting ready to see a lot of bloodshed taking place out here, man.
That's right.
All these things have a major trickling effect. You see the water, now it's, instead of it just being a little pebble thrown into the water, now you got a boulder being thrown into the water. Now that shit is rippling, and it's affecting everybody in the pond. You know what I mean? Everybody in the pond is being affected now, right? And you about to be disturbed even more, okay? Because now you got to pay attention to the prophecies. You got to pay attention to what the prophet's been saying, man. Go ahead, Art.
It reads, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated.
All these shall be the beginning of sorrows, man. All these things that we are witnessing are the beginning of sorrows, okay? These are all the beginning of sorrows, man. And that everybody think that, you know, everything's gonna bounce back to normal. Okay, no, it's not. All right. Let me grab one real fast, brother. I want to hit on that beginning of sorrows. Okay. We'll go to the book of Amos. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 16. It says, therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord said thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through these, saith the Lord. You see, in all vineyards, meaning that a vineyard is how you conduct your business, your money, your source of income, right? All these businesses are getting ready to belly up, man. When they shut this shit down, it's it. It's over. It's over, man. When they bring forth that cyber attack, because they gonna blame Russia, they gonna blame China, they gonna blame somebody else, all right? Because that's how Esau paints that narrative, right? You know what I'm saying? The other nation got to take the downfall, okay? But see, we know who's the one that's going to really be behind it, just like they was behind 9/11, all right? When they had that demolition style destruction of those towers, man. Okay, inside job, and they blamed it on who? Who was it? Was it Saudi Arabia? Iraq. Yeah. All right. You know, which really they want to bring in that big brother system, all right? But they want to be able to monitor and spy on the people, man. All right, that's why they put up all the goddamn cameras. You know what I mean? Facial recognition, okay? But see, this time they're going to use this false flag to usher in their chip. A lot of people getting ready to get chipped up real soon. You're getting ready to have a microchip placed inside your body, all right? That's what's getting ready to take place. You're getting ready to not have any water, fresh water real soon. And you know how bad that is with women in their hygiene. You don't have no water to take a shower, to wash your ass. All right? That's how bad it's going to be. You ain't going to be able to turn on the sink in your house. You ain't going to be able to take a shower because there ain't going to be no electricity. They're getting ready to shut down the powers real soon. That's right. A part of the plague that happened in the time of Egypt, man. Great darkness, man. All right? That's the A. Buildings, you got trucks that are refrigerated. So no electricity means that the food is going to spoil. You know what I mean? Ain't going to be no food in the shelves of these frozen sections, or it's not going to be good. That's why right now, what's the biggest thing what preppers are telling you to grab is canned foods. Get dry foods, get canned foods because they last longer. You can take a few with you on the go, right? You know what I'm saying? But that ain't nothing wrong with that. If you could get a couple little extra, grab it. Because when it comes down time for things to go down, you're not going to want to find yourself in these stores with these people. All right? Yeah. It's going to be chaos, like that movie World War Z. All right? Where he was in the store and everybody's in there looting for themselves, keeping and robbing, man. You know what I mean? Where his wife, she almost got raped in the midst of the store. You know? All these women, they walking around with spandex on, showing off their goods, half naked. That's gonna be a curse to you in that day, all right? Because here it is, you set in your luxury, you're set in pleasure, you're set in the comfortability of you showing off your skin because that's how society most needs to be. You've been watching all these Instagram models, you've been watching what they push and with these entertainers, okay, thinking that that's how you're supposed to be. Well, that's gonna be a curse to you. Your beauty is gonna be a curse to you. You're gonna be hoping and wish that you was ugly as hell in that day. All right?
Please don't pick up that call. Them lines are gonna be dead.
The police ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna pick up they ain't gonna be no 911.
That's right.
In that movie, they see that the officer, he was like, he dropped the gun and shit.
Yeah. He was like,
oh,
shit, what about you?
I was just trying to get shit for his
Yeah,
family.
exactly.
You know? There's still people that have families too. You know, just like the people in the army, they still have family members that live here.
Looking out for themselves. They're
gonna be looking out for themselves, man. It reads, it says, read verse 17 again, and in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through these, said the Lord. So the Lord's getting ready to pass through here. Go to 2 Ezra 6 and I believe start at probably 21. All right, 2 Ezra 6 and 21. You know, these prophecies are speaking loud and clearly, man. Okay. Here's another one. Go get it when you got it.
This is 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 21. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. Woman with child shall bring forth untimely children, and 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. You see, it's not that what is taking place. The full storehouses are suddenly be found empty. Now they gotta spread the items
to make it look like there's more.
To make it look like it's more. Or they got now they have these virtual displays. Yeah. So you basically seeing what's supposed to be there, okay, but you open it up and it could be half stocked. You know what I'm saying?
And with them also locking up certain food items, steaks.
Yep.
Let's get into that point.
Yep, they locking up meat products.
Yeah. Because
people are now going in these stores and they're stealing meat, man. All right, because you got ribeye steak that's going for like $30, $30 to $50. All right, you can only imagine that you go to these stores, you got chicken breast going for like 20 some dollars, man. You know, who's gonna keep buying this? Eventually, it's gonna come to the point where you gonna have to survive off the little bit that you got by rationing throughout your house.
Right.
You only can get this small portion today. You know what I mean? You only can drink this amount of water. That's the times that we're living in. What's going to come down to you having to ration your food in your own house, bit by bit, piece by piece, man. You know, because there ain't gonna be no food in these stores, man.
Right.
Instead of people gonna get to the point that I'm like, I'm not about to go steal no fucking flat screen TV. Fuck some Jordans, fuck some Yeezys. You know what I mean? I need food. You know what I mean? They're gonna go get what they can, and once that shit over and done, see, once they hit the stores up, it's gonna go into the neighborhoods. Because you got people that live in neighborhoods. Well, shit, I can't go to the store ain't got nothing. So let me go next door. Or your best friend that you knew down the street, you're gonna be thinking about going and hit that person up. Your cousin that you knew, you're gonna think about hitting your cousin up. People are gonna turn on each other in order to survive out here. That's the times that we're talking about we coming into, man. All right?
Like the purge out here.
It's gonna be like the purge out here. Go ahead.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
And that's a part of famine. That's a part of famine, man. Okay? Which famine will bring people to their knees. You know? Especially because this is the place of real fast. What else you got? What else you holding? I want that segment 15, but you don't gotta hold it. We can go back to that one. And then go to Jeremiah 49 and 31. Jeremiah 49 and 31. Because these people been dwelling in pleasures, it's gonna hit these people hard, man. All right? It's gonna hit you hard when you're not able to feed your child, man. You're wondering why the food prices keep going up, why there's no ease. Because it's been set up to collapse the society.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 31. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
And what's that wealthy nation that dwelleth without care? America. You know, you've been really hand-fed here. Okay, you know, you can go. You go get you some chicken wings with the habanero sauce. You know, Jake love chicken. You know what I mean? You can go get you some fucking some jerk chicken. You know what I mean? You go get you some fucking beef jerky. You can go to the store and go get you some lemonade. You go get all that, man. And everybody's dwelling in without care. You know, because you have everything is convenient for you. Everything is simple, man. You know what I mean?
Think about, you know, our people out there at the four corners of that might live in more dire situations, but guess what? What they're going through, America's about to experience. This whole world's about to experience double time, having to go weeks without food or water, not having clean water. You know, there's all these different things that are coming around the corner.
Yep, all these things are coming around. All these things are progressing, right? Because we're in those times.
Brother, wait.
Go ahead.
It reads, "Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bears, no bars, which dwell alone."
Right. Which that's going into how America will be invaded, because there ain't no defense that can keep these other nations out. All right. If the Russians wanted to invade, they're gonna be able to get in here. But you're gonna have Russian troops over here on the soils of America.
Right.
All right. Because that's found written in Isaiah the 13th chapter. Matter of fact, go there, Isaiah 13 and probably start at verse 9. Isaiah 13 and 9. I'm trying to find this scripture. If you can, now the one I'm looking for is rise up, you women that are at ease. Yeah. I'm looking for that one. Oh, you know what? I found it. I got it. Yeah. It was 32. I got it. Want to read that one? Isaiah 13. 9.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger."
That's another thing. People don't even know how the Lord is coming. All right? The Lord is coming cruel with fierce anger and wrath. You better read Isaiah the 34th chapter. All right? It's the Lord's determination to have this place bombed.
Right.
Okay? It's the Lord's determination to gather the heathen nations. It's the Lord's plan that he wants America to be obliterated.
That's
man.
right.
He wants this place to melt by thermonuclear missiles, by them fire, man. All right? This place is polluted, man. You look at these goddamn lesbian couples, man. You see, man, when Israel be wicked, man, they go overboard with their wickedness, man. You got butchers that really look like goddamn men. You know what I'm saying? With sports bra on, trying to conceal their breasts. You know? Shit is crazy because they look manlier than the men now. They got strong ass facial features, and that's a female. You know, they got the little army cut fades. You know, it's crazy, man. But see, this society promotes nothing but wickedness in it, man. And then the Lord's getting fed up of it, man. The Lord's getting tired of the shit that's taking place here.
Right.
You got people that are marrying dogs. You know, that shit is crazy. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it."
Yep, the Lord's going to lay the land desolate. He shall do what? Read that last part.
It reads, "Cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it."
Right, the sinners thereof out of it. Which the real sinners are people, because how are they sinning? They're transgressing the laws, all right, that were given unto us, all right, during the time of Moses, man, that were written on stone. Okay, that's how the Lord is going to judge Israel, but also the Lord is going to judge Esau, Edom, because Esau Edom took on our identity, man. He took on he put the Bible in his care, in his hands, and started acting like he was our people. The Lord's gonna judge this man. Since you want to take our Bible, all right, you're gonna be judged by it. All right, you want to destroy the world, you want to pollute the land, you want to pollute the air, the water, and everything, man. Wondering why the earth is languishing. But you're going to be judged by the things that we're not supposed to be doing. Says the scriptures, man. All right. The Lord said, when you have these sodomites, all right, when you have these lesbians, all right, you're supposed to put them to death, man.
That's right.
When you have men wearing women's clothing, you're supposed to put that person to death, man. When you have these lazy children, all right, that don't want to do nothing, you're supposed to stone their ass, man.
That's right.
All right. You're supposed to put them to death, but do they uphold anything in the scriptures that the scriptures say? No. All right.
Laws being put into place, which you already see them taking place, of them, imprisoning parents when they try to discipline their children.
Yeah, you're inflicting corporal punishment. That shit is crazy.
But it's okay for a cop to, knock you beside your head,
right?
No matter what age you are.
Because they ain't nothing but modern day patty rollers.
That's right.
They love beating on Jake. You like a runaway slave to them. Oh, another nigga's getting away. Let's go get him. That's how they look at Jake, man. That's why the scriptures say your life was going to hang in doubt.
Right.
Because of these, that's what it was, these bloodthirsty Edomites. That's what the lady was saying. She was saying to Alex Jones, these bloodthirsty Edomites, man. Which that was an Edomite saying it. They know. That's right. They know like their end is imminent.
Telling them,
hey, you have been tackled. Okay? Many tackled, all right? Your end is prominent, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're seeing. That's why we're telling Jake now, you better pull your ass out the fire. Okay? Because we can give you the message, but you gotta take heed to it. You gotta learn, you gotta take action. That's the best word, take action, man.
Talking is easy, but if you're not putting action to it, it's nothing. You gotta mix both of them together. It's a balance.
Yeah. Because how does that help you? Hey, shalom, brothers. Hey, y'all supposed to keep doing what y'all doing, but you ain't doing a goddamn thing yourself.
Like, what you doing for the rest of the day? Just come out.
I don't need your praise. You know what I mean? The Lord don't need your words. He wants you to sacrifice.
Right.
He wants you to make the turn. Okay? That's why scripture say, through faith and by works shall you be able to be saved through the said perils.
Right.
All right, that are getting ready to come. Go ahead, Art.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven in the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Yep.
And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Look, so the Lord, see, that's why do people have that mentality of being proud? Because they took on the ways of their oppressor, man. That energy, I don't need no man. I can do it myself. And then now you're a single mother. You gotta take care of all your bills. You know what I'm saying? You doing things ass backwards, and now you struggling. Wish that you had a man, but since you're so prideful, now you don't know how to hold somebody that's supposed to hold things down with you, because you accepted the ways of the goddamn serpent, and you thought that was okay, because you thought the government was gonna be there to take care of you, man. No. It's coming to an end. Now you got certain women actually having polygamy discussions. Well, maybe we should have more sister wives and one single head of the house, which is the man. You know what I mean? That's actually economic proper structure when you think about it. You have more incomes in your household, all right? And then on top of that, you have a strong foundation with that man, man.
Household's in order.
The house is in order because you have the balance.
That's right. Eve looking out for another Eve's child, make them breakfast. Eve takes care of this, that.
Right.
In order to things.
Right. You ain't got to worry about outside influences. Not somebody not being able to watch your children. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry about you not having the finances. You know, because you got multiple incomes, man.
That's right.
But see, when it comes down to the devil told Eve to think differently, and that's why things is all messed up within in the household, man. All right, wondering why children nowadays they don't really have the proper guidance. You know, it's because you don't have a strong household. Go ahead, Doc.
And it reads, and this is verse 10, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yep, you read it?
Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Man, and what man is that? Average Jake out here that's smoking weed, drinking malt liquor, you know, sit on the block all day, you know what I mean? Killing his own people, killing his own kind. No, who ain't gonna make a simple nigga more precious than fine gold? No, but he's gonna make the true servants of Yahweh shine of that fine gold, all right? And in particular women, all right, that are meant to be chosen, they're gonna find that man, okay? That they're gonna treat as that gold, because gold is a precious stone, which gold is heavenly. That's one of the only elements on the periodic table that you cannot recreate is gold. Guess where it comes from? From the heavens, man. Right. That's where gold comes from. They cannot recreate gold. All right. But see, men, we're gonna be you women's actual lords. You're gonna actual praise us, and that's a part of what the scriptures say, man. Because it's the woman, then it's the man, then it's Yahweh Shai, then it's the Most High Yahweh, man. All right. It's an order to things. And see, now that things are taking place, when we enter into that time, guaranteed women are going to submit themselves unto a precious man, the Lord. All right. Please, let it just be called by thy name, please, Master, Lord. You know, some women are just going to get the Leonidas to the chest. You know what I mean? And majority of women, you're just going to get left behind, man. You know? Let's bat that real fast. Since we're there, Yep, that's the reality, man. It says in the thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. You know, when see, it's gonna take something dramatic to happen in order for a woman to humble themselves, man. You know, Lord about to scare the shit out of everybody. Right. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? See, when shit starts getting real, that's when people want to start lining up. They want to start getting their act together. You know, that's when people want to start getting it together. And that's why I majority of people, because look, that pride, that American way, it's going to be a lot of you cut off from men of the Lord because how you mistreated the Lord's servants, man. A lot of you women have mistreated the Lord's servants, man. All right, and a lot of you women are going to have to suffer for that, man. You know, you got your baby dad on child support. That shit evil as hell too. You know. You're keeping your children away from their fathers. And we're not talking about Jake that just popping women, which you shouldn't be just popping women to put your seeds in them and you're not doing it for them. You should take care of your children, man. You know, you should be a part of their life. But you got actual women that keep their children away from men that's trying to be a part of their lives, man, which causes their children to be raised up, effed up, man, in the society, man. That shit ain't right. Lord's gonna deal with a lot of you women, man. That shit ain't fucking right, man. You know? But the men that don't take care of their children, you're nothing but scum, man. You're nothing but fucking scum, man. You know? Right, because that's a part of your responsibility, man. All right, and you should want your offspring to come up better than what you came up.
This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying,
look, and that's a number of completion. So it's not a fact that it's going to be 7 women entirely, but it's going to be a certain amount of women that the Lord is going to give brothers, all right? And they're going to be in full compliance. Meaning they ain't going to have no issues. They ain't going to talk shit. They ain't going to give you a hard time. No, they're going to say everything that you got to say, or bitch, you can kick rocks. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that bullshit. You know what I mean? Especially when things is going down. You're gonna be on one accord, or you ass can't be around. You know? Ain't got time for that back talking shit no more. Or I feel. Women always gonna hit you with that I feel shit. I feel the same way. Well, I don't operate off emotions, goddamn it. Right. You know what I mean? I'm a logical being. Okay? I don't operate off of feelings. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name.
Only let us be called by thy name. How does a man give a woman his name? By popping her, by sleeping with her. You know what I mean? That's how a woman takes on a man's name. You know? Even in this society, shit is backwards. Now, men are taking on women's names. What type of shit is that? You're a fucking bati boy, man. You're a beta male, bro. If you're taking on a woman's name, you know?
It's a tradition as it always been, you know, even though now we know that sex is marriage, a woman would always take on the last name of a man.
Right,
so right. Like the brother was going into, this society, they want, well, shoot, they still do to this day, men getting on one knee. Yep. And now they want to do the new thing now, taking on the woman's last name and middle name.
Yep. Yeah. That's right, bro. You know, and everything in society is completely backwards, man. You know, the ordinance of things have been broken. Okay, thanks to the so-called white man that you people are pleased with. He's our king. All right. Well, your king is leading you to your demise, man. All right. Your king has given you a false way of living, man. Okay.
Life of nothing but destruction and misery.
Right. Backwardsness, man. We truly live in the valley of the shadow of death, man. Everything out here is to destroy you, man. All right. Go ahead, up.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
To take away our reproach. And see, a lot of you women, you only really want to call on men when it's convenient for you. Oh, you know, you were talking shit just a week ago. Remember that shit? It was giving me a hard time when I was trying to take care of the bills, when I was trying to make sure our children was good. You know what I mean? It was giving me a hard time. But now shit is going down. Now you want to, please forgive me, have mercy. What would God do? Now what would God do? Where was that shit? Right. Oh, now you see things is fucked up. Okay. Fuck out of here. No, man. You know, it don't work that way. You know what I mean? You know, hey, you know, to each his own. Some brothers might be like, all right, I have mercy on you. But to other brothers, man, hell no. Get ass out of here. You know what I mean? Fuck you too. You know? Well, fuck you. Fuck you. All right, but it's gonna take for a reproach to happen for women to get their act right, man. Something major, you know.
Right.
Go back. Let me use that. Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and their wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
So you know what that means? The Lord's getting ready to bring forth great judgment, man.
That's right.
That's what's getting ready to take place. See, people don't fear the Heavenly Father anymore. People don't fear His Son, man. All right, we're talking about our people, man. All right, our people. You forgot about when the Lord flooded the whole earth. All right, you forgot about when the Lord took us out of the time of Egypt, man. Okay, you forgot. But the Lord getting ready to remind you in the worst way.
That's right.
I'm the power of the heavens and the earth. All right, I'm doing this unto you. You forgot to fear the Lord. Because if you remember to fear the Lord, you'll get yourself together before the Lord brings forth His indignation on you, right? Which is going to be righteous. The Lord don't do nothing wrongfully, you know? Everything the Lord does is right. That's why even us out here speaking, right? And the prophets that are in like spirit doing the same thing across Babylon, across the world, speaking the same thing. It's not like you ain't seen the prophets. Not like you ain't heard the message, the gospel, the good news, right? Not like you didn't have a chance for salvation. This is the chance.
Right. Doors are open, but they're also closing.
Exactly.
Got to get in now.
You know? Go ahead.
And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
And it's funny because even the Lord gave this nigga E a chance. But he just, Mr. I can't get right. He wasn't built or designed to do righteousness. But the Lord gave him a chance to rule. He gave him the whole earth. The whole globe is in this man's hand right now.
Done.
And look what he's done with it, man.
That's why it was always meant for the birthright to go to Jacob and not Esau, because just look at what Esau allows in the society.
Right. We're the real guardians of the earth.
That's right.
You know, we're the real shields of the earth, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. But when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man. That's why everybody's over there. They're stressed the hell out. Now you gotta constantly go to Big Pharmacia and get all these goddamn prescription drugs because everybody got anxiety. What the fuck is anxiety? There's all these made up terms. I got anxiety.
Bottom line, what it really is, you know, there's some bullshit going on. You just don't want to look at what's causing you to be in those situations.
Right. You don't want to fix yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now you're conflicted in your brain and you need suppressants. That's all it is. You need to be now you gotta have them spirits suppressed. All them thoughts running through your goddamn mind. Man, you shouldn't be living wickedly. It's a consequence to that. Right. You know, it's a consequence to living wickedly. Because we all have a conscience. We all have a conscience, man. You know? And when your conscience start fucking with you, that's what makes you start going crazy, hearing all them damn thoughts in your head. But see, if you have a clear conscience, you ain't got to worry about them thoughts fucking with you.
You have a peaceful state of mind, a balanced state of mind.
Right. So you imagine all these, because a lot of times there be a lot of women that got anxiety. They got all these, they're depressed. There'd be a lot of you women. Hey, stop laying with multiple men. Stop cheating on your mans.
Yep.
You know? Stop being proud. Stop talking shit.
Right.
Stay with one guy.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
That's simple.
But see, doing the right thing, that's not what is exalted in the society. See, you can become successful in this world if you start scheming. You know what I mean? If you start doing illegal shit, you know what I mean? You become successful. But once you once you start doing the right things, then you start finding yourself in a state of hardship. And people don't want to do the right thing in society, man, especially women. Oh, y'all crack when it comes down to doing the right things. Y'all not built to do right. That's why the Lord, He leaves it on men to do what's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you women are naturally soft and weak by nature, man. Okay? That's why the man, he's the forefront of your house by Shah. That's why the Lord doesn't want you women to be teaching. All right? Ain't no prophets or no women prophets in the Lord got them set up breaking down. Go to Revelation, brother. You know what I mean? Nah, man.
Backwards.
Nah, man. The Lord's pastures are men, man.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead, up.
It reads, And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts. And in that day of his fierce anger, it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man may take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one unto his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right. So every man fleeing to their own land. Well, you might actually start seeing actual people start actually going back into their lands, because you got to think with all the prices and everything rising here in America, you know, why stay here? So you might actually start seeing less people coming over here to America. You know what I'm saying? Because of the prices and things that's going up. So you might start seeing people flee back into their own lands. Okay. Yep. Yep. You might start seeing that. Okay. Go ahead.
This is verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
And what does that mean? Somebody's child being dashed to pieces, being murdered. Okay, you're gonna start seeing traffic events like that. European troops that don't care about you Americans that are gonna lay children down. I beat away the gun. However they do it. Judgment of the Lord.
That's right. It's happened before, it's gonna happen again.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
All right, the Medes. All right, because the Medes go back into the Russians. All right, they're the Medes. Okay, because what, they're occupying the land of Japheth. All right, Gog and Magog. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
But as for gold, they shall not delight in it, man. Meaning that there ain't gonna be no way for you to purchase these troops. Ain't gonna be no way for you to give them any type of substance that they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna leave you alone. They're not gonna need your money. They're not gonna need what you got. Okay?
So all that money's gonna be worthless.
It's gonna be worthless, man. You know? Go ahead.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
See, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You're not going to be able to buy your way. That's why these elites, all right, these people that know what's going on, that's paying attention, they actually are hiding themselves right now. You know, I believe Putin put his family into the bunkers.
There was a video that came out during the middle of the week. It was showing that Putin was, sitting down with some of his, military officials, but it showed his hand go through like a green screen. So, like the brother was going into, these top, these top dogs are, hiding right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You even had who was it? Khloe, the Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, brother? You had one of the Kardashians, I believe, that she taking a picture inside of a bunker. See, they're hiding themselves because they it's on their spirit. They can feel that time of destruction is coming. Right. All right, and they got them decked out bunkers, man.
There's a really good movie. It's called Cloverfield Lane, where basically all hell's breaking loose, chariot invasion, to where the movie basically took place in a bunker. The guy had all the type of amenities, food, everything to try to, thinking that they're going to hide out and, live down there.
Yep. They had a movie called Amerigeddon, where you had the president get the call, it's time, you know what I mean? Because the elites that's behind the scenes, They're the ones who actually push out the agenda. All right, how is it going to take place? When it's time to hide yourself? You know, because Biden don't know shit, man. You know what I mean? Here it is. He talking about stopping cryptocurrency. I guarantee Biden ain't never traded no crypto.
Yeah, he just listen to whatever the person on the shoulder tells him to do.
That's it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Say this. Say
you can't even read a teleprompter right. You know what I'm saying?
You know? Man, repeating what he's being told in his ear, repeating it as if he's oh man.
Yeah. But they when it's time, all of them going to be hiding themselves because they can feel in the spirit that the King of Kings is coming, man.
That's right.
All right, and then it's a agenda to shut this bitch down, man.
That's right.
You know,
a restart. That's what Esau's trying to fulfill.
A full restart, man. He want to restart this shit, man. You know,
to use the undesirables for his slave labor by putting that charagma in them.
Yep.
But after that, just getting rid of them because he has no use for them anymore.
Yep, I know. Where you at?
Isaiah chapter 13. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
So what is a bow? A bow is an actual arrow, all right, bow and arrow. But see, people don't really use that in these times. Bow and arrows. They use guns. All right. So the bow will be considered a gun in these times, man. It's a modern day bow, right? Something to shoot. All right. Whatever type of gun it is, AR-15, Glock, whatever. All right. They're going to use that to kill people. That's what's going to take place. If people don't believe it, see, when we say these things, that's not going to happen. Right? They've been showing you all these movies. That's Esau's way of prophesying to you. All he's doing is telling you on a TV screen or on a big ass projector of how he gonna do it. That's his way of letting you know. All right, that's his form of prophesying. Okay, which everybody looks at what goes on in these apocalyptic movies as a source of entertainment. But the directors that get these scripts, they get the insights. All right, they're insiders as well. That's how they know how to put certain things into certain movies, and also the Lord be working on their minds as well.
Right.
All right, to show you more graphic. All right.
I don't know because if you noticed lately, when it comes to the whole, just things pop, all hell breaking loose throughout the world. Mm-hmm. A lot of it might be staged, but they're actually starting to show dead bodies now. Like for example, there'll be like a motorcycle accident somewhere in California. They'll show the full thing now without blurring it out. So people are starting to get into that mindset. Hey, that bathing stuff's about to go out the window. It's starting to show exactly what's going on to a certain point. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right, you see? Your children are going to be spared, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 19, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. That's pretty much it. Go back to that 2 Ezra 6. You drop that. Matter of fact, before you go back to 2 Ezra 6, read Isaiah 32. 32, 1 and 2, and 3. So just read 1 and 2, and then jump down to verse 7. Or jump down to verse 6. So read 1 and 2, and then jump down to verse 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse
32.
Oh, select. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 1.
Right.
Behold, the king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
Right. Because that's the primary message of why these things are transpiring. Because prophecy must be fulfilled, and then the truth is, these are the signs that you have to pay attention to know that Yahushua is getting ready to arise. All right? People don't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it.
That's right.
All right? These things must take place in order for Yahushua to come. That's why I say the day of the Lord is dark and gloomy, man. It's not going to be a peaceful time before the Lord returns. But the king is coming, all right? And the princess, which is Lord willing us, we're going to be able to reign if we're found worthy to make it through these turbulent times, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
What's those winds represent? Not just that, the destruction period. All right, that's what the winds represent, the destructions. Okay, that bolstering wind, which is getting ready to rock everybody. A man shall be a hiding place from these winds. Okay, right. Time of Jacob's trouble, when all these things are taking place, the love of many waxing cold. All right, because you gotta best believe right now in America, there's division. All right, people are more stressed out. People are taking more drugs. All right, people are more of in a demonic ass state. You know, people are becoming more homeless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand a lot is going on. People are killing people. People are robbing people. Okay, things are going on. It might not be in your neighborhood, all right, but if you're not paying attention, it might be going on in your neighborhood too. Right. I remember when we just moved at, there was a death that weekend. Somebody just died. Early in the morning, we see the cops, everything out there was on news break. Then, like a week before that, 2 people were shot. You look at it's a news break app that you could download on your phone, and whatever city that you're in, it'll give you the news that's going on in your city.
Right.
All type of stuff is happening, even if you see it or not. Okay.
Judgments are happening back on a daily basis.
Yeah, because the Lord's judgment goes out daily. Daily, the Lord's judgment goes out, man.
That's right.
You know. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Right. So to the woman, the man is going to be your hiding place from that wind. That's the only way you're going to receive that protection. Okay. That's the only way. All right. Because you ain't going to make it out here by yourself. You know. I can do all by myself. Attitudes can go out the window.
Right. There is a reason why Esau created these inner cities. It's to take you away from being self-sufficient. You know. Same thing for us. Yep. Same thing for us. Because we don't really know how to go hunting. You know what I mean? Filtrate water. You know. Start fires, things of that nature. All right. But see. That's why we have Yahweh Shem Shai to cover the things that we don't know how to do.
That's right.
You know, and to provide it for us on a highly spiritual level, man. That only you can say, like, man, Yahweh Shem Shai did this.
That's right. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be the one that delivers you from those situations in the times that are coming.
Yep.
It's Yahweh Shem Shai delivered you from certain situations before you even welcome to this trip. Yahweh Shem Shai has always been there. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 6. For the vile person will speak violently, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord.
Who's that vile person? Esau. Esau is that vile person. Read it from the top again.
For the vile person will speak violently.
He's speaking violently, man. You know? What do you say? Anybody that's doing crypto, right? That's an act of what? That's enough for you to be thrown into jail, man. You know,
it's going to be seen as a crime now.
Seen as a crime. If you believe in the Bible, that's going to be seen as a crime. You know, stand up for righteousness, because you can't have there's this agenda being played out, right, by their hands, and then you got men that are speaking up against it. You can't have that. So we think it's going to speak violently against us. Persecution gonna rise. You know what I mean? Demonization. You know, and you can see how he's been setting up these false prophets, setting up these so-called men after the Most High's heart, telling people to go take the jump shot juice. You know, a lot of people went to go take that damn jab in their arm. Now look at you. Now you're just looking like a fool. You know?
All types of aches and pains, and you get in sleep. You know, you're sicker than before.
Right.
Body's all jacked up.
You're sicker than before. And now a lot of people ain't really talking about it anymore like that. Then you're so confused. They're playing with your thought process. They're telling you now you don't really need the card. Now you don't need the mask. You know what I mean?
They lift the mandates and they put it back on.
They lift it and put it back. You know, they're just playing with your emotions, man. That was a demon, man. That was a test on us, because you have dudes out there teaching you that you should go take it, man. You know, but that was a part of the agenda. Same thing's gonna be like for the chip. You're gonna have people that's calling themselves in the Lord, that's gonna tell you, hey, go take that chip.
You gotta eat, right?
You gotta eat, right? How you gonna serve the Lord if you can't go out there with no money in your pocket? That's the way. That's how you can do it. Watch. Any way for a nigga to try to save his life, he gonna try to do it. Especially a faithless ass nigga at that.
One that wants to take others down with him. That's a super demon.
Right. He gonna take you down with him, and he's selling your ass out to the government just for his convenience. I tell you, niggas ain't shit.
That's right.
You know? They ain't shit, man. Go ahead.
It reads, for the vile person will speak violently, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Verse 7, the instruments also of the churl or fuel, he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Look, even
the instrument of the churl, the instrument of the churl, you know, he devised all these different devices and all these different methods in order to destroy you, man. All right, that's why you destroyed out here, especially the institutions. You know, I gotta go to college. Now look at you. You've been placed in a rat race. All right, going in straight circles, man. You know, because now you paying back debt loans. All right, and don't get me wrong. Not all schooling is bad. All right, because you got certain trade school that you could go to that you know 6 months to a year times you could be making some decent money. All right, getting your daily bread, man. All right, being able to help out more of the body. You know what I'm saying? But see, they didn't tell you the right way to actually be successful, prominent in society. You know what I mean? They said just go to college, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, go be a nurse, go be a teacher. You know, go be a fireman, go be a police officer, right? And then now people are starting to realize that even going to school is bullshit, right? And then when you look at who's actually going to school, it's majority women, you know. And then the whole I got my PhD, that whole demon right there, you know what I'm saying? Because now women that got PhDs, you know, that self-sufficient because they have what they need, right? Now they look at men as you not shit. Because they like, what do I bring to the table? I bring me, and I bring everything with me. You know what I mean? Because a woman feels like she's something more than what she is, because she could bring the finances, all right? She got the house, she got the car, she got the job, so now she don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the women are pumped up thinking that they the shit, but nah, that's not how God made things to be. All right? If a woman got all these things, then good. You're supposed to utilize those resources to take care of a man that's by your side, man. Right. You're supposed to stand by him and help out, man. You're supposed to be a helpmate unto him, not look down on him. All right? And that's what women do in society. They look down on you, okay? Because what? Women have been placed on a pedestal here. Go ahead, I.
Verse 7, the instruments also the cruel are cruel. Mm-hmm. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right.
Right. So the words that he brings you down with is telling you all these things are for your benefit. Just like the whole jump shot, that was for your benefit to curb the plague that was going on here. Nah, that shit wasn't for you. People was dying because they was taking those B scenes, man. All right, people were dying for taking that, thinking that it was gonna help them and their family members. All right, then it was coming out by people that got the B scene. All right, they couldn't even be around their people, man, because you were still getting affected. That shit didn't make no sense. You join the military. They told you join the military. Now you got to join the military. Now they want to get out of the military because they got to take the BC and then they got to go over to the Middle East to go to war. These are things that were devised to destroy you, man. Instruments of cruelty, man. All right, go ahead.
It reads, verse 8, but the liberal, like it reads, he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Right. You see, you're supposed to rise up, you women that are at ease. All right? Because the Western way of thinking, that's not it. All right? Listening to WAP, you know what I mean? Shaking your ass, finding some way to show your curves. That ain't it. That shit is not it, man. You know? Modesty is really the best way to go for women nowadays, to cover yourself up, man. Go ahead.
Reads, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Right. See, the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. See, all these different ways that you making money, all right, that you got yourself looking down on the so-called black man, because a lot of women hate the black man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women hate their men. You know what I mean? And then they're so proud they're going over on these dating sites, dating white guys, and then winding up dead. Well, you should have got with the guy that you was looking down on, man. At least he'll treat you better than a goddamn Edomite, man. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But see, you got all this money, you got the privileges to do whatever the hell you want. You going the wrong way, disrespecting the men of your nation, right? So the Lord is angry at a lot of you women, man. A lot of you women are gonna be touched in the last days, man. Because guess what? When them lights go out, guess who you're gonna be clinging to? You're gonna be clinging to a man. You're gonna wish that man provides, holds you down. He's that strong pillar of comfort to you, man. Right. He's your hope. You know?
I got a question.
Yes, sir, bro.
Why you say, what's your opinion on why black women hate black men?
It's because of how the society raised them to be. They got all the privileges. When you go to all these different jobs, right? Yeah. They got all the high positions. Right? When you see even when it comes down to like different judgments or things of like the court system, yeah. When it comes down to your children, yeah. They side with the woman more than the man. Yeah. You know what I mean? They give the woman more privilege. They say she in a fucking situation. They still want to keep her privilege to the situation, even though you're trying to get your child out of a wrongful situation. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just because that's how they want things to be in a society. Who? The white man. The white man. The white man. That's what I'm talking about. Well, really, go back to the elites. Because they're the really ones that run the society.
You got white men that walk the streets, but that's name all bad, right?
Every Edomite is bad. Every Edomite. Now, every Edomite is bad, but now there's everybody that looks like a so-called white man. Are they actual Edomites? No.
What is bad? What is your definition of bad for the white man? What makes a white man bad?
Let's get the scriptures on it. Let's get the scriptures, all right? Grab me the one in Jeremiah. You know which one I want? Where it say they change. You gotta look on your phone. Look on your phone. I don't know off the top of my head. Where it say they change not their skin. Never changing out the spots. And I want the one Sirach 12 and 10. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna get the scriptures so that we can.
The reason I asked that is this, brother, because you know about black genocide, right?
Yeah, there's been a lot of black genocide.
Right. So, in your opinion, brother, I'm asking you, what makes a black man bad?
Right. So let me answer your
first
question. Yeah. Let me answer your first question. We're just gonna do a scripture. Yes, instead of me just talking, let me just let it come out the scriptures because it's gonna answer better than I can say.
But I understand that. But as a black man, I see y'all out here.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. That's the thing. We're not black, and it's not really a color thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want to eliminate that off top.
Yeah.
It's an Israelite thing, and the enemy to the nation of Israel are the sea lions of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. You know what I mean? They are the wicked.
Which you learn from the Bible, right?
Right. So that's why we're gonna say. And then brother, I want Malachi 4, Malachi 1. You know what I mean? So let's get the first one. Get that Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are unaccustomed to do evil.
Right. So what this is explaining, all right. So can a person change their skin tone? Nah, they can't change their skin tone. Nope. Can a leopard change his spot? No, they can't change their spots. So the people that are accustomed to do evil, that's how the Lord designed them to be. Right. Now, before you go to Sirach, go to Malachi 1. All right, because it's always been about a war. You go back to the time of Jacob. All right, and Esau during the time of Genesis, the 25th chapter. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's go there, bro. Okay, grab it first, and then go to Genesis 25.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Yep.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Right, so you have to know who Edom is. To answer your question, who is the wicked? You have to know that, matter of fact, keep reading. They are the border of wickedness. We'll finish that. And then grab Job 9:24 as well, because right now Edom, they have the world, right? All right, and the scripture just said they are the border of wickedness. All right, so now Edom, remember Edomites, right? The Edomites, remember the Edomites. Finish that, bro.
The border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Right, so the Lord is angry with these specific people. All right, so just remember that. All right, so now go to Job 9:24. So no matter what they do, no matter where they go, they're always going to spread forth that wickedness. That's why they're the border of wickedness. That's what that's meaning. Right.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. Mm-hmm. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So that's a question. So now we're going to understand who the Edomites are. When were they born? So now let's go to Genesis, the 25th chapter. Go to Genesis 25 and start at verse 21. All right, because when Isaac and Rebekah, had sex with each other, they were going to bear 2 sons. And in Rebekah's womb, one son was Esau and one son was Jacob. All right, so these were 2 nations, because everything is spiritual. You know what I mean? The Lord can do these things. He can put 2 manners of people inside of a woman's stomach. You know what I'm saying? And then The one that came out was the seed line of the wicked, and one that came out was the seed line of the righteous. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, "Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau."
Right. So the elder that came out was Esau, right? And the younger that came out, which was Jacob. So the first one that came out, he was going to serve the younger, right? So that's part of major prophecy, but that's explaining, because in the time that we're living in today, we are now fulfilling that piece of prophecy, right? Because Jacob held Esau's heel, which symbolizing us pulling down this man's stronghold. That's why we out here saying the they or them. You know what I'm saying? We're actually pointing a finger at why society is messed up, why things is out of order. You know what I'm saying? We're telling them that they're the reason that they got things messed up out here, and that things need to be changed, and it will become a change. Because the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's coming back to save his people that's on this sign right here. He's coming back to liberate us. All right, take us from the hands of these goddamn devils, man. All right, and take us from this oppressive state that we're under, because we oppressed here. You know what I mean? We had each other's throats. You know what I'm saying? Our people are killing each other. You know what I mean? Off of what? Off a block that you don't own. You know what I mean? Off of money that is not your face on it. You know, it's terrible.
We're losing our kings.
Right. But see, the Lord, he got the righteous man standing back up to preach and give the right news, the light, the gospel.
Right.
Okay. To give understanding to these scriptures, because in the church, you're not going to really hear them talking about this. But you're going to find the knowledge on the street corners.
So how do these scriptures apply to our day and day life right now?
They apply to our day in our life now, because right now it was prophesied, like I mentioned, for us to stand back on our feet to prophesy against this man. Because every prophet that has been before, matter of fact, did you finish that out? Where you at? The elder shall serve the younger. All right, read that part again. And then also go to Genesis 36 and 8. 36 and I believe it's 36 and 8. All right, because remember I said Esau. Okay.
This is Genesis chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, "Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yep.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger."
And the elder shall serve the younger. All right. So we know the first that came out was Esau, and then the second one was Jacob. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right, because he wasn't actually red, like a hairy garment. He had leprosy. That's why when you see white people, like when they get, blushed, or like they're going right behind you, they look red. That's a good example right there. You know what I'm saying? They look red. So that's how it was explaining him, because we had pigmentation back then. You know what I mean? And it's not uncommon for two black folks or so-called black folks to have a so-called white baby.
Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Yep. Now let me read this. That's pretty much it on that, bro.
We ain't gotta go too deep on that. So right here, so I'm gonna go over here to Genesis 36 and 8. Genesis 36 and 8. It says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. All right, so just a quick scripture. Esau is Edom. Okay, going back into who Edom was in Malachi, the first chapter, right? Now, when you actually look up the word Esau, it goes into Ishashua, which means Esau means, let's see, they fucking with what's supposed to mean. But I'm gonna read right here. Eldest son of Isaac and Rebekah and the twin brother of Jacob sold the birthright for food when he was hungry, and the divine blessing went to Jacob, the progenitor of the. They got it all messed up in here. And so the Israelite people, huh?
It's the European version.
Nah, they just since our pastor elders been on YouTube, you know what I mean, and we've been going into the blue letter. That's how you got to look into words to understand what they mean, to get a deeper understanding. Yep. They started changing things around because they don't want you to really get the full truth.
Go back to the Hebrew translation.
Right. So that's why I'm going into right now. Some of the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of got it like messed up. So you gotta know what you're actually looking at. All right. But when you look up the word Edom, it goes back into Adamah, which means red. Edomites, or call them Idumeans, descendants of Esau, land of Edom, Idumeans, land of south and south of Palestine. So matter of fact, brother, go to Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
So the Edomites, we basically letting it be known who they are.
We're letting it know who they are, telling them their downfall, because we ain't gonna always be in America.
Right.
America's not the end all be all for our people, man.
So what's our downfall as a black man in today's society? Because we love to point fingers as a group, as a racial group, as the next motherfucker.
Right.
But we out here doing our own shit day to day, every day, and we don't have no two things from Martin Luther King to answer to. So
well, you got the go.
That's why I asked you. I said, that's why I asked you, what is your version of a bad black man? Because you got a black man that looks like me and you, but he might not be your kind. He might be your color, but not your kind. He might rob you. He might have ill will intentions.
Right. I understand.
So it ain't always the Edomites. We gotta. So how does the Bible from the past tense translate into how it is today? How has it changed? Because
so to answer your question. So remember the Edomites. You gotta talk about them because they are the wicked.
They are.
You know what I mean?
They're the ones that converted us.
Now, our people that are going off, right? The job of a prophet is to warn them. Because every time that we went under a different captivity, we will always warn our people of the Lord's judgment getting ready to come.
Right.
To take down the people that are oppressing us.
Yeah.
Right now we're being oppressed. So the Lord's getting ready to come down and take down the oppressor, but he's also going to take down our people if they don't get right. They don't repent. So to answer your question, let's get a couple scriptures. Go to Jeremiah 28:8. Because we're supposed to prophesy.
Yeah.
Once you see the prophets on the streets, you're supposed to stop smoking. You know what I mean? You're supposed to turn to the Lord. You're supposed to repent of your evil ways. Because that's how you get the message. Once you start finding out that you're not a so-called black man, once you start finding out that you're not a so-called Mexican, once you start finding out that you're not these proverbs and bywords, and that you are the sons of Jacob, you're supposed to start putting away those American ways, because the shit that we learned here in America, that's why we fucked up. That's why we destroyed out here.
Man,
the guns, the drugs, all that shit was putting in our neighborhood should destroy us.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
We've been Americanized.
Right, we've been Americanized. We've been colonized. Right. So now we got to come back into our true heritage, which is what's found in the scriptures, which is the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord given to us. Right. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. Prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See, of war, of evil, and of pestilence. If you pay attention to what's going on in the world, these things are actually taking place. War, evil, you know what I mean? Pestilence, diseases, these things are happening. So we're here to tell you that these things are going to happen because these are all signs of a downfall of a civilization. What people that are ruling, their downfall is imminent. The damn white man.
Right. Who's this book written for?
It's written for our people.
Who's our people?
Israel. Israel's our people.
Is that the black man, the so-called black man?
That's the so-called. Everybody on this side.
Everybody on this side.
Everybody on this side. That's all
black, so-called Negroes.
Everybody on this
so-called
side.
Native Americans, so-called Hispanic.
I want that Jeremiah 28:8. Yeah. And there was something else that I wanted after that. Read it one more time.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right now go to Proverbs 1 and like 21. Proverbs 1 to 21. Because when we out here on the streets, this is what we're doing. We actually giving you the counsel of the Lord. We actually giving you wisdom. You know what I mean? For you to make the change, for you to make the correction. But if you don't choose to make the correction, then it really fall off our hands. Because we're supposed to, matter of fact, go to Ezekiel 3:17 first. And then I want that Proverbs 1:21.
So what if the brother doesn't choose to accept it? Like most of us are.
We're gonna read it. We're gonna read it. Read Ezekiel 3:17. Ezekiel 3:17. We're gonna read it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Verse 18. I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man.
Read it from the top again. So we can hear it.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Read the verse up.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So the watchmen are the prophets. Okay? We're the watchmen that the Lord has set over our people, because our people are lost sheep. When you go on astray and you doing your own thing, you're not following the ways of Yahweh Shai, you a lost sheep. You know what I'm saying? So now we here to gather the lost sheep. But see, the Lord wants to gather his women, those that are going to take heed to what the message is. Go ahead.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So we're giving you warning from the Lord. Go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
See, so we're giving you a chance to warn. We're giving you the chance to repent. But if you choose not to, then you're going to die on your own wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a chance to make a choice. There's no gray areas with the Lord. It's either you're going to be wicked or you're going to live righteous.
You think it's an age limit between that? Like, you ever heard the saying that God protects babies and fools?
I mean, ain't no age limits because there's no respect of person with the Most High. But God will feel. Everybody knows about the flood. It's during the time of Noah. So now, mind you, people were living on the earth, right? You had children, you had old folks, you had women, but then they all got drowned. So that should tell you something right there. God he don't have no respect of person. He'll kill your children.
Man.
Go ahead.
It reads, when I shall say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Right, so our job is to tell you. So if you choose not to turn, then at least we're wiping the blood off our hands. You know what I'm saying? Because that was your opportunity. Now, maybe not be today, but maybe you might think about it during out your week and come back and be like, you know what? I have been living, you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle that I shouldn't be living. And I do want to get right. You know what I mean? and the Lord work with you and change you from the things that you're doing. It could be like that. Who knows? Or you can stay here for all the way till we're done. And then be like, you know what? I was moved through the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you said makes sense. And I do want to do right. I do want to get myself together. You know, I truly want to learn. Then we go, hey, come out here every week, Saturday at 2 p.m. You know, that's when we start. And then just take notes. Get you a Bible.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like your job is done after you tried to deliver the message, whether it was received or not? You feel like I already did my job, my hands
our job is done when the Lord says it's done. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the Lord gonna withdraw us away. He gonna withdraw the process. Because we ain't gonna always be out here getting everybody the message. You know? Once the Lord decides that the elect is sealed, that's when he gonna withdraw the prophets. Just like Moses. I'm sorry, just like Noah. When those 8 souls went into that ark and he was telling people, look, repent, get right. Matter of fact, go to Matthew.
Okay, well, how do we protect you? You was a young nigga at a certain point in time. I don't know how old you are now. You was grown. You was 14. You didn't know no better. How do we protect our youth who don't? They're not receptive to that Bible. It's like school. They don't want to learn it that way. They want to hear a big homie let them know the real from the wrong, not some shit that was from years and days ago. And that's why I feel like today, okay, you can preach to a motherfucker. You could be like, yeah, God this, God that, but they might not be receptive to it unless you come at them in a type of way. And I feel like if we are God's messengers, we got to do everything we got to do
like
to
this,
get them to
your big homie,
dying right now,
your
bro.
big homie is gonna be the prophets.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
What I mean.
Homie.
Not a nigga from your hood.
Not nobody in these streets.
Nah.
That ain't giving you a different way, a different message. You know what I'm saying? If you still hearing about cuz and you know what I mean, they calling you by your hood name and you come to the block and let's go smoke, let's go do this. Nah, that's not the message. The message is to repent and change the way you think here. You know what I'm saying?
But how do we get a young nigga to receive that?
It's all through the Holy Spirit, bro. Honestly, it gotta be the Lord that changed your thought process. It gotta be the Lord that push that fear inside you to make you want to change. Like, man, stop doing it.
What steps do we take, brother?
The step that you take is you gotta come out here and learn. You gotta go get you a Bible. You gotta want to make the right steps. You gotta learn first.
So what you say to a young nigga out here on his shit, doing this thing, you know, contributing to the funk?
Honestly, to listen. That's the first thing, is to listen.
But logically, how are we gonna make a black man or any person listen? How are we gonna regather? We've been so.
Didn't you stop?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I still do that.
But then you stop.
But I am a prophet though, and that's why I stopped, because I'm a prophet and I see y'all. And when I see prophets like myself, we align with each other.
Right, but you stop to listen though.
Yeah.
So that's all it takes.
I'm a fellow prophet.
That's all it takes.
But not everybody's like that. I was in somewhere along the line in my lifetime that was instilled in from my grandma or whoever. But another nigga that look like you, that might be 15, 14, he might not know that though. He might not have that blessing that he can listen to God. He might not know better.
Nah, that's not it. They should come eating and drinking.
Let me ask, what y'all here for? Y'all here preaching God, or y'all here preaching protection of black people and excellence of black people? I feel like this Bible is about us, right? It's about our excellence. It's about our progression and shit, right?
So Matthew 24 and 37. 24 and 37. That's what I'm on, Matthew 24 and 37. And then also,
I respect y'all out here seeing y'all doing this shit, bro.
Before you read
real
that,
talk, bro.
I'm
from right here. I'm from Riverside, bro. Born and raised. I ain't never seen nothing like this. That's why I stopped. Never seen nothing like this. Black man, I can't walk by and not stop, and everybody else walking by. We brothers, bro.
Yeah, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna ask through the Holy Spirit, through the scriptures.
Yeah.
Now before you grab that Matthew, go to Romans 11 and 7. Because just to answer your question, I'm gonna answer your question in the scripture. Now look, I'm gonna answer it myself. And I'm gonna say what the scripture's gonna say.
Yeah.
God don't want everybody. He's not gonna save everybody.
Okay.
Like you gotta really understand that, and you can't get emotional about that.
I understand that.
That's how it's gonna be. It's only gonna be a certain few that's gonna actually change from their ways, and then the rest are gonna continuously doing what they do, and then that's what's gonna lead them on the wrong side of the field with God. Just to answer plain. Now let's read it though, because we're gonna read what he said.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. But then Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it.
Right. So out of Israel, because Israel is the most highest people,
Right.
but only what they seek for, only the election have obtained it. The chosen of his people, the chosen of his people have obtained it, which is a small number, brother.
Small number.
Go ahead.
Amen.
And the rest were blinded.
You see? And the rest were blinded. Read on.
So, verse 8, according as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
You see? So that God did that.
Yeah.
So we going to provide the message, but it's up to the Lord to open your mind to receive it. So everybody that does walk by, they either going to be condemned or they're going to receive the word and be saved. You know what I'm saying? But when they receive the word, they're going to put action behind it. It's not going to just be talk. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be more of a talk and action. They're going to walk the walk.
Yeah.
Finish it.
And it reads, verse 8, according as it is written, the Most High hath given the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day.
Right, unto this day. Unto this day. People are like that. So that's why the scriptures say, blessed are your eyes and your ears, for you see and for you hear. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to be blessed to be able to have that privilege. It's a privilege.
That's why I just told you. What if the young niggas, they just can't receive, they weren't blessed with that notion to even receive shit. You know,
well, count your blessings. Count your blessings, because
most definitely,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is the most highest program. You know what I mean?
His program. And when there ain't no one man bigger than the program.
ain't no one man, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta rock with it.
You gotta rock with it or get rocked off.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Damn,
that's
crazy.
It.
That's shit, boy.
Let's go to that Matthews now. You know?
Matthew 24 and 37.
Yep. 96. 36.
Yeah.
It's not a verse. We'll say 34. No, matter of fact, 36. Yep. This is because the majority of the people out here, they want to live in pleasures. You know what I'm saying? That's why the majority of people, they worried about just going to the bars, going to the clubs, chasing after bitches. You know what I'm saying? All that worldly shit. Which I mean, it's cool. We like women. Every now and then we might need to go have a little drink. That's cool. You know what I mean? Shit. Sometimes we deal with shit during our week. We need to unwind.
Respect.
But for the most part, our minds ain't focused on things that everybody's focused on in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Masses.
Having fun and going out, and now we worried about salvation. We worried about changing our lives. We worried about the bigger picture, because when we get to the kingdom of heaven, that's when we gonna have fun. That's when we gonna ball out. That's when we gonna have the world. You know what I mean?
Great.
Planets, things that we can't enjoy in this society.
Y'all hear?
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Whereas in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage.
Right. So when the flood took place, these are how everybody was living: eating, drinking, giving in marriage. Everybody just humping on each other.
Right now.
Right. Everybody fucking each other. Right. You know. And real like relationships. What's a relationship for women nowadays? That ain't shit.
Obligation.
Right. You know. That ain't shit. You know. She just chose you for the moment. You know.
That ain't for God.
Right. Then you have fun, and then boom, now y'all separated. She on to the next man.
Wait your time.
Right. You know. So that's the same thing that was going on back then.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Whereas in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage.
Right. So you know now ain't no way. You meet a little chick, you cool, y'all cool, whatever. Hey, pump it and dump it, or fucking, you know, she being cool with you, well with her for a little bit. You know what I mean? Till she start tripping, and boom, you gotta go. You know.
You heard about semen retention and a healthy spirit?
Yeah. Because you know you constantly releasing your seed, which is part of your energy. You know what I mean? It makes you weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of women are known as succubus. They suck your energy about your body. You know
I called my ex that shit that I was lying. I said, "You a vampire, motherfucker." I steal my energy, goddamn.
Yeah, you know, it's like trying to suck you dry. You gotta hold on.
Right.
That's why when men go to war, they don't really deal with their woman. You know what I'm saying? They take some time away and it keeps that testosterone flowing through your body.
That's what a lot of these boxers do. Floyd Mayweather, handful of boxers, they do that semen retention because you got to withhold your energy. You can't be just expressing it every day.
Yeah, my man, Deontay Wilder probably would have had Tyson Fury if he would have been messing with his woman. I mean, he's strong.
Right.
He might not got the fundamentals, but he can knock a motherfucker out, you know? But shit, if he hadn't been dealing with women, probably would have been so weak in the legs. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all being out here doing the talk. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, likewise, brother. Likewise, man. Hey, but look, we just out here every Saturday. But look, bro, you gotta get yourself together, bro. Lord ain't playing with you neither, bro. My name is Hyra, by the way. Yeah. Dorian, nice to meet you, brother. Yeah, you know. So change your life, bro. This is the message. You know what I'm saying? That nigga culture, you know what I mean? Gang banging, that shit ain't never done nothing for nobody.
Lost my little brother, 17, bro. January 9th, bro. 17, set up, bro, for the game.
You see what I'm saying? That's what's gonna lead you, either in the grave or in prison. And you ain't productive at that point.
I tried to protect him, but I wasn't even by example myself.
So you gotta be the example now. Now you gotta be the leader. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, good things come. Matter of fact, brother, before you go, go to Matthew's. Go to John 14:1. John 14:1, and then go to Sirach. That's right, 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. We're gonna give you some blessing scriptures, man.
I'm gonna record it too, so I can see it better. Need it, man.
Go ahead.
This is John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High. Believe also in me.
Right. So this is a comforting scripture because this is part of the reason why we out here. We believe on the world victory called Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? His true name is Yahushua. We believe that he's gonna come and save us. Right. Then when he comes and save us, he's gonna give us the world, which is really rightfully ours. Let's keep reading. That's why we're not troubling our minds seeing all these things take place. The gas rising, the food rising. All right.
I'm out of trouble, boy.
You know, this will give us comfort.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions.
Right. So in his Father's house are many mansions, many galaxies out there that we're gonna be able to have power to explore. The white man can't go out of space because he's limited on the understanding of his technologies. But see, with the Lord, we're gonna have infinite understanding.
Aliens shit.
No aliens. Those UFOs, those are chariots. That's who world called Jesus. That's what he's coming on. He coming to beam us up into those ships.
UFO?
On a UFO.
I saw a white man say he saw a black man get out of the UFO.
And that's what the angels, they're colored folks. You know what I'm saying? Light brown, dark brown, you know what I'm saying? Those are the angels.
That's why we gotta do better, man. We extraterrestrial out here.
Yes, we about to be changed to extraterrestrial. See, these are terrestrial bodies. But we're gonna get changed to better bodies.
That's right.
That's how we're gonna be able to go into outer space.
That's
right. Go ahead.
In my house, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Remember, the Lord left. He got crucified. He got put on the cross. But then afterwards, when you read in the book of Acts, he left. He went to go sit at the right hand of the Heavenly Father. So he said, I want to go prepare a place for you. So we actually have a place beyond here. That's why the scriptures say that this is not our rest. This is not our rest, brother.
Why it's so uncomfortable in this bitch.
It's uncomfortable because our rest is getting ready to come. Grab that real fast. It's not our rest. Grab that Micah 2 and 10. Just a couple more scriptures, brother.
Yes, sir, man. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. My phone died, but I'm all ears, man. My soul received.
That's it. That's it. This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. It says, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So that's the place where Yahushua went to prepare for us. You know what I mean? We have a kingdom getting ready to be established and righteous all on our behalf. Read that in Micah now.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction.
It is polluted, it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction. Being in a society, bro, let's be real. You either gonna be a gangbanger, you're gonna be a somebody that's up to no good, or you're gonna be a homosexual. You know what I mean? That's what's produced here. Nothing but wickedness. Are you gonna be worshiping sweet Jesus, worshiping a white man, and you're gonna be put into slavery again, bro. Nah, we got a so-called black man coming up that sky.
Right.
That's what we got coming to save us. You know what I mean? That ain't on behalf of the so-called white man. You know? That's getting ready to put this goddamn devil down. That's what we got coming. We got a whole army coming for us. Here it is. We the only people that on the planet don't have no army. No real institutions. You know what I'm saying? We don't have shit here, bro. But we getting ready to have everything. We getting ready to have the whole world, bro.
That's why we gotta hold out and stop killing each other while the moment time being, man.
That's why we gotta turn back to the Lord, bro. We gotta learn back the righteous ways. You finished that?
No.
Yep. Which one did I have you go to? Oh, Second Ezra 8 and 50. Second Ezra 8 and 50. Go there. Did you finish the one in John? Go back to John, finish that out. Go back to John, finish that out. And then go to Second Ezra 8 and 50.
We're not gonna post that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So if your phone was out, we can write it down for you. Yeah, we can write it down for you. That's no problem.
This is John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, believe also in me.
And that's the first step. You gotta believe on the Lord. You gotta believe on him. Go ahead.
In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself.
See, I'm gonna come again to receive you unto myself, meaning the Lord gonna come back and get us. All that anger, all that frustration, all that shit you suffering from, that you going through, we getting ready to be changed and be taken into from that place of anger, that shit that we gotta deal with here, that fight that we gotta go through. We getting ready to go to a place of comfort, rest, and peace. Right? You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gotta deal with that. Where women will respect you, where they will call you king. No, we're not Israelites. But go to that second Israelite. We're Israelites. You too, yeah, look yourself on the sun.
Look myself up?
Yes, ma'am.
You're on the sun.
Not on there.
Your name not on there, but your tribe is on there.
No, it's not.
It's on there.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Nicaraguan.
You on there.
No, I'm not. Yeah, am I?
This is Second Ezra.
I never heard of that.
Chapter 8.
You never heard of Nicaragua?
You learn something new every day. I'm a little uneducated.
But let's go ahead. Let's hear this.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50.
Can you just talk to me?
For my great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
So we know that it's going to be a great destruction that's going to come first. That's why we trying to pull brothers out the fire. Even if you should stay trying to listen, that's going to change and get right too. You should that's going to get right, but for the most part, it's going to be. Go ahead.
Okay, why is it
Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared.
You see, the tree of life is open. The place is planted for it, just like the Lord said, a place of comfort. Read that again, but read it slow, huh? So the brother can hear it.
Verse 51, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
So understand for you, you're supposed to seek out the glory. This is how you seek out the glory. You know what I'm saying? You got to get into this word. You got to come out here and learn. Once you change your ways and you submit yourself to Yahweh Shema Shai, then you start being able to, the Lord starts supping with you. Then the Lord will start opening your minds unto his spiritual gifts. You start eating of that heavenly manna. You know what I mean? You start drinking at the Lord's table. You be filled with the knowledge and glory of Yahweh Shema Shai, bro. That's what's going to lead you to a kingdom. Go ahead.
Verse 52, for unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed.
See, there goes that city again. That city is building in what's in that city?
Rest.
Rest. You know what I mean? Rest. Ain't no more 9 to 5s. Ain't no more living off EDD. You know what I mean? Not having no money in your pocket. Ain't no selling. We ain't gonna be in a
live in a white society.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be selling drugs to our people. We ain't gonna be looking at. We ain't gonna have evil eyes towards our people.
That
you know what I mean? We gonna really know how to love. We gonna really have brotherly love towards each other. We gonna know how to serve our powers again. We gonna be on one accord.
Do you think we can do that now?
Nope, we can't do it now.
Why?
Because Israel is divided, and the Lord doesn't want all of our people in this time. He only wants the elect in this time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Once everything is changed, that's when we're gonna come in the kingdom, a righteous kingdom, and then that's when the laws, statutes, commandments are going to be pushed. Because look, we don't create the laws here. How can we all come together when we can't even uphold the laws that are written in this book ourselves 100%? You know what I'm saying?
We don't believe in that shit. We don't believe in it.
No, our people don't believe in it. They don't even believe in the Lord anymore. They forgot about the Lord.
Grandma forced them to go to church. You know?
That's it.
And mama, grandma forced me to go to church too. But life situations, you like, nigga, it's gotta be God. Nigga.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
something, nigga, like.
You know what I mean? And this is the only thing that makes sense. We ain't speaking from a pastor's point of view. Love. No, everything ain't love. Because when you wake up and go in this world,
it's not for not.
You don't feel love all out here. You for yourself.
It's been like that since the beginning of time. You take one of mine and I take yours.
Right. But see, we coming in a different mindset to where now we ain't gotta have eye for eye.
Right.
Now I can come to a brother's house. I can put my wall on the table, and then I know that this man ain't gonna rob me.
Right.
That's the unification of coming back into the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Trust, build. You know what I'm saying? Brotherly love in a true sense.
What about protection? You know, because I know God he didn't play. God killed motherfuckers too.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not wrong, because I do be at a crossroads, and we do have a right to.
You got a right to defend yourself.
That part.
So if a man
he try
to look up on you, do something to you, you got a right. You know what I mean?
In God's name.
Got it right, but see, just to be out here,
just on some demon time.
Yeah, you know what I mean, causing mayhem and giving people problems, and we not
because as Christians we've been taught to turn the other cheek.
Yeah, no.
Let them treat you however because you black. Just go ahead and.
That's because these Christians don't really have understanding of the scriptures. See, when they say turn the other cheek, you're supposed to allow your brother to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And apologize and make the correction. You know what I'm saying?
White or Mexican or whoever, right?
Not white.
Not white
Israelites, you know what I mean? But brothers though. Brothers. It's not a skin tone thing. But you got Mexicans that are brothers. You got so-called Puerto Ricans that are brothers. But they Israelites, you know what I'm saying? They are people.
Right.
You know? But only Israel.
We live in a world where we work for white people, you still gotta kiss a little ass. You go a little too hard.
Yeah, you gotta play the role. Because you gotta provide for yourself, you gotta provide for family, if you have one. You know what I mean? You gotta go up and get your money, man. You can't go on the job like, man, I know the Bible, I know what it says.
Black power, they're gonna be like, this thing out here.
Yeah, you gotta bounce, bro. Yeah. Come here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you operate. But see, when we out here, we can fully express and speak the truth. 100%. We don't have to really hide or camouflage who we really are.
Right.
But see, when you out in this world, you gotta camouflage.
Yeah, they hate you.
Because they hate you for the truth. The Lord said they don't hate you, but they hate me that dwelleth in you. It's the spirit of the Lord that dwelleth within us to what the people really hate. So now we know how to maneuver through the society without getting our emotions involved.
Right.
Getting caught up in the nonsense.
Right. Oh wait.
So that was it. Let's play a little more. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 52. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Right, perfect goodness and wisdom. So we're going to enter into a time of tribulation first. I do have to tell you that, all right? Because it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. The Lord is going to come and bring hell upon our people as well. And he's going to use the so-called white man to come bring the wrath.
Right now.
He's about to bring it hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we pray that the Lord have mercy on our souls. That's why we ultimately out here as well, because we're trying to do what the Lord commanded us to do, which is to teach, bring our people in back to the Lord, and then in return, the Lord said He's going to shield us from the enemy that's getting ready to come down with great wrath. Now, the knowledge itself, like I had spoken earlier, the knowledge itself is going to bring you back to the Lord and was going to bring you salvation as well. Stand on the right doctrine. So let me read this for you, bro. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 11. It says, wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. She prevented them that desire her, and making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. That's another thing. Wisdom is only going to be found on them that are worthy of her. You know what I'm saying? That's why going back to teaching the youth, a certain men of a certain age. See, it's all about the will of the Lord. The will of the Lord, He going to bring you by if it's time for you to wake up. He going to stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. And this was already once in you that you knew from before in your past life.
So what if a nigga died? I mean, God wanted you?
Yeah. He control life and death. He said, I kill and I make alive. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and maybe 36, 32 and 36 real fast. You know?
I be sick of motherfuckers talking about, yeah, it was God plan. Nah, nigga died too early. Or somebody did some such shit and blew up. Like,
it was God's plan, bro. To be honest, we're about to read it to you. Watch. It's not what your pastor gonna tell you in church. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 36. The Lord shall judge his people.
Let's So it's not at 30. I kill and I make alive. 32 and 36. Yeah, let me.
Oh, I got it.
Got it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
Oh, 39. All right. That's what it is.
See now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound, I heal. Neither there any that can deliver out of my hand.
See?
I hear you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, homies, you can't do nothing, huh?
You can't do nothing about life and death. If it was meant for somebody in your family to die, it was that the Lord sanctioned that.
But that rage that brings you up.
I mean, that's because people don't understand death. See, the thing about death is,
I don't understand death.
The thing about death is that when you die, that don't mean that you go into hell and you burn for eternity.
Just evolve.
You going up into the spiritual realm, you getting a new body, and then you in peace.
Right.
Go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 1. 2 Corinthians 5 and 1, and then we're gonna go to Job 3rd chapter. Okay, because when you understand death, you're actually happy because they in their right state of mind now. Like you said, your brother passed away, right?
Yeah, I'm sad, I'm hurt, bro.
But he praying for you.
Yeah, he is.
He like, you know what? I was tripping when I was down there, but now I know. He know the truth now. He know who the Most High is. He know who the Son is. And he like, look, now he praying for you. For you to change. For you to get right. Go ahead, Doc. Yep.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, a house not made with hands.
So our earthly tabernacle. So what we have is a house that we in. Our spirit, right? Our spirit is in our house, our bodies. So if it be dissolved, we have a tabernacle that's in the heavens. Another house, another body that our spirit goes back to.
Meaning if we die.
Right, meaning when we die. Go ahead, Doc.
We have a building of the Most High, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens.
Eternal in the heavens, everlasting body in the heavens. So when people die, they go back to their everlasting body, and guaranteed it's no diseases, it's youthful, You know what I'm saying? It's gorgeous, no blemishes. It's a beautiful body that you got. That they going back to. Go ahead.
Verse 2, for in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. If so, be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in the tabernacle do no wrong, being burdened, not for that we would have, not for that we would been unclothed, but the clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life.
Right. Now that's it. That's it on that. Now go to Job chapter 3. Job chapter 3. Hey. Shit, bear with me for a second. It might be the third chapter. It might be the third chapter. Yeah, it go. You know what? It is a third chapter. Start at verse. Start at verse 13. Start at verse 13. But see, brother, you can't be doing that no more. See, you want to serve the Lord, you can't be smoking weed no more, bro.
Why you say that?
Because even though it's a plant that come out of the earth, you still destroying your temple, right? So remember, your body, right? Because remember, before we get that Job, because we were talking about where your spirit goes back. Before we get that, you got to go to 1 Corinthians like 3 and 3.
Scientifically, how does weed destroy your body?
We don't go off science. We don't go off science. We go off what the scriptures say. The scriptures is what tells us how we doing right from wrong.
What does the scripture say about weed?
The scriptures say that you're not supposed to defile your temple. So that's what the scriptures say about it.
Defile?
Right. Because you smoking.
What does defile mean? Defile.
It means to make unclean.
Unclean.
Right. Meaning that your temple is not clean.
Facts.
So the fact that your temple being not clean, meaning how can the spirit of God dwell in your temple if it's not clean, right? He doesn't.
If you're talking about dwelling, you're right.
He doesn't dwell in nothing that's.
He don't dwell, nah.
You know what I mean? He dwells in something that is pure, that is clean.
He might be in there, but he ain't gonna dwell.
Nah, he not even gonna be in there.
Yeah, I got God. That's one thing about me. Like I smoke weed, but I got God, bro, to where like I done did things that only God can do. But through me, use me. That's why I say, if motherfuckers smoke weed, you can't really judge them like that. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not being like, okay, like protecting weed, but when I smoke weed, this shit don't do nothing but help me in a society that's corrupted to even be able to be a prophet, to even be level-minded to speak to it.
If you want to utilize it, for the good. If you want to utilize it, right? Eat edibles. I'll tell you that much.
Why you say that? Because of tobacco?
Right.
Because it's raw papers that don't have no tobacco. It's
even
100%
just smoking, period. See, your lungs are not supposed to breathe in that type of smoke.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
when you smoking, you actually put in harmful chemicals and breathing in shit in your body.
You jeopardize. You basically playing with death.
So not only that, you also you defiling your temple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord said. So honestly, bro, we can judge. Nothing wrong with judge. See, in this life, people tell you that, only God can. You don't want God to judge you. You don't want God to judge you for what you're doing. You would rather have a man that God is using to tell you what you're doing is wrong before God start bringing in the judgment on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like we were talking about earlier, he killed children. He'll kill you. He'll kill me if I'm doing that shit. You know what I mean? God. So that's why we're saying when it comes to serving the Lord, you got to come with a whole 180 mindset. You got to turn all the way around. Before we make that point, hold on. Let's get a scripture first. Let's get a scripture first. 1 Corinthians 3, bro, and then go to 16. 3 and 16.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwells in you.
Right. So as us being Israelites, yeah, we have a seal to our power because it's in us to know that, you know what I'm saying, we the people of God, or it's in us to feel that there's a presence of God with us. That's why a majority of our people say, thank God when they achieve accomplishments in their life. You know what I'm saying? They always resort back to that because we have a connection. But in order for God to really dwell in you, really Yahweh Shai, in order for him to dwell in you, you got to make sure that your temple is cleaned out. You got to make sure that you changing yourself, bro. And it starts by just something like that. Stop eating lobster, shrimp, crab. Stop eating pork. Stop smoking weed. You know, stop doing the things that the society promotes you to do. Right? Society tells you to do these things.
Did you ever smoke weed before?
I did.
Did you ever drink?
I drunk.
Made you stop?
The word made me stop.
What got put in your mind? I understand the word. What got put in your mind that was like words of wisdom? That was like, okay.
The fact that he'll kill me, and I believe he will.
Sir.
That's what, bro. The fact that he'll kill me, bro.
I don't want no smoke.
I don't want to smoke with the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Real. I was there. I was of the world before.
Yeah.
I smoked now. I'm not saying brother drinking is wicked. Everything in moderation. Now you can have a drink.
Moderation. Here we go.
But smoking, that's what you don't do. You want to get edible thing?
You don't smoke up. That's why they made it legal. I know you said smoking, you don't do. You said that for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you don't do.
Yeah.
But now finish that, bro. And then we're gonna give you, and I'm gonna give you the reason. Because remember, at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father, he holds your destiny in his hands. Woo. How can you escape his wrath? When he holds your life in his hands. You don't even know how tomorrow is gonna be. You don't even know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow, but he do. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
Which temple ye are. You see?
Destroy the Most High, I'm gonna destroy you.
I'm gonna
destroy your temple, I'm gonna destroy you.
See?
You're not living for me.
Honestly, exactly. Not living for me, and then you don't really care about yourself. So what makes the other care about you? You evil to your own self. You know what I mean? So how can I treat you right when you don't even give a fuck about yourself?
I know.
You like old boy off what was that shit? With Tupac. So I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? Nigga killing his own homeboys and shit. On some ego shit. But the Lord like, look, you need to humble yourself, submit yourself to me. You're going to have to make a complete change. Because really what we're doing is making a sacrifice, a righteous sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And we want to be able to sacrifice rightly to the Lord. Sacrifice ourselves. We are the sacrifice. So go to finish that last verse, and then go to Hebrews 10 and I think 31. Hebrews 10 and 31. And then we're gonna finish off with Romans 12. We're gonna get the last couple scriptures.
Hey, so you think if a brother start reading the Bible, it might make a difference in the nigga life? I just walking around, I carry the Bible with me. I have my car, I'm driving, it be right there in my dashboard, but I never read it.
Not only reading your Bible will make a difference, but it's you gotta learn the prophets. You gotta learn what's wrong and you gotta learn what's right. You've been raised in a society where they've been teaching you what's right is wrong. They've been teaching you what's wrong is right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So now you gotta unlearn all that bullshit, and then you gotta relearn the righteous ways. So it's a process to things.
I appreciate that. Niggas need to hear this, bro.
Right.
Niggas like everybody don't give a fuck to get the word out. They don't care to tell the next nigga like on some big homie shit like, hey, like I don't know how old you are.
Yeah.
How old are you?
28, bro.
I'm 24. You like doing some big homie shit, bro.
Yeah.
Whether you believe it or not, nigga, just by me stopping, bro, you can make a difference in the nigga's life, bro.
Right.
Like real shit, man.
Hey, all praise to how about Shemel Shai, because it's not of us, bro.
Yeah.
It's of the Lord. That's how we're able to go into the scriptures.
Facts. So I've been trying to do the same shit too, but like I said, when you dibble and dabble, bro, it's like you ain't gonna get the results you're trying to get if you playing both sides of the fence.
That's why you gotta cut one off. Who you gonna serve? You gonna serve God or you gonna serve the world? Right. You gotta make a decision.
Go ahead.
Amen.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8.
Corinthians. Yeah, finish that. It was a couple of little lines. It was a couple of little lines. Matter of fact, you already read it. You already finished it. So we good on that. So go to Hebrews 10 and like 31. Hebrews 10 and 31. Hebrews 10 and 31. And then we're gonna go to finish off on Romans 12. You know?
Y'all be everywhere with it?
Honestly, we actually bigger than ourselves. It's brothers all across Babylon. It's brothers all across.
Where y'all come from? Y'all from? From Riverside, though?
I'm not directly from Riverside.
What city are you from?
San Bernardino? Yeah.
Huh? That's where my little brother passed away. San Bernardino. Born and raised out there?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So you know, you're familiar with everything.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we didn't just... I didn't just pick up the Bible yesterday and just
right, and come to the IE like
it took trial, tribulation, learning. It took diligence. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be real. It wasn't just I just woke up. I'm gonna be a prophet of the Lord.
I'm gonna get on YouTube and just.
It don't work that way. It start off like first hearing the word or somebody that you know talking to you about it, teaching you.
That's why I stopped, bro. Cause like we need this. Our youth.
Yeah.
We need this, bro. Niggas don't have fathers and mothers. I didn't have my father. You know what I'm saying? My mom go.
Right.
Day, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we need this shit, bro. There ain't too much of us walking around here and see others and shit.
Let me give you a couple more. Get this one first. We talking about the fear. Get that one first. Grab it out.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
It's just a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right?
What does that mean?
I'm about to show you right now. No, not the NLT. I'm looking at the word. There we go. So, all right. So I'm gonna show you right now what it means. Who's that?
10,
31. So read it again now.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So to give you understanding what it means, we're gonna look up the word hand, right?
Yeah.
Because you fall into the Lord's hand, right? So the Greek word is kar, which means in punishing, in determining, and controlling the destinies of men. You see, so that's what it means by falling into the hands of the living power. Because the Lord controls your destiny. When you see people die of car crashes, the Lord made that happen. When you see people die of heart attacks, the Lord made that happen. When you see people fall off cliffs,
like
gunshots.
You don't feel like that's the wrath of God, right?
That's the wrath of God. He led you to be at that particular location to where that was the outcome. And it's judgment. It's by living a wicked life. That's the outcome of living wicked. That's the outcome.
He already knew he was going down that road. So and you already
right. And then you got a lot of our parents do what? Or people around you tell you, hey, bro, stop living like that.
Yeah.
And then you keep ignoring those signs. You don't think that's God putting the spirit on somebody tell you, hey, stop.
We don't know no better, though,
stop
bro.
doing
That's
that.
the thing. We don't know no better. We don't have
But now
leaders.
we got the answers. We got the truth now.
But the Bible,
the scriptures,
which we've been having.
Right, but you didn't have the prophets breaking down what the scriptures mean. True.
It was just hallelujah, hallelujah.
Right. We don't say you ain't doing no hallelujah. We coming straight up like, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, man, we need to translate this into real life.
Right.
And keep it historic.
We give you counsel, understanding, like, hold on.
Respect.
We ain't faking the phone call.
Respect.
We've been in the same position.
We ain't faking no phone.
Only thing is that we fear the Lord now. And we know that Father is real and his son is real. And if we don't get down with his program, then our life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? That's just straight. You know what I mean? Our life is on the line. So now from there, bro, go to Go to Isaiah 55 and 6. Watch. I'm gonna tell you right now what it's gonna tell you. The Lord, He's merciful. He can forgive you of all your things that you've done in your life. Let's say you was just out there robbing motherfuckers. Maybe let's say you killed somebody. Who knows? You never got caught for it.
Yeah.
The Lord, whatever you did in your life, the Lord knows. He can forgive you about it as long as you return to Him.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Read it.
I ain't gonna take advantage of it. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can't
do
take advantage of the Lord.
10 times.
No way.
do it again.
You can't outthink the Lord. You know what I mean?
What
You
they
don't
say?
know you up to jump if you bullshitting.
They say repentance without change is manipulation.
I mean, you can say
you're repenting between changes, so you just.
I mean, you ain't even repenting because repenting means to turn back from something you were already doing.
You educated.
You know what I'm saying?
Clear.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Seek the Lord while He may be found. Uh-huh.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
Call ye upon Him while He is near. Go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the wicked forsake his way. You know what I'm saying? That's
They
a message to
rebel.
you, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta forsake your way. It's not talking about the actual sea line of the wicked. It's talking about the wicked of our people. It's time for you to forsake your way because the Edomite man, he's not going to forsake his way. He's not going to serve the Lord. They don't even believe in God. Right? Nor do the other nations. Only our people really believe in the true power.
When do you feel like killing is necessary?
We don't need to kill. We don't even have
somebody
guns.
can kill your mama. You don't need to kill him back. Like I said, God killed people too.
Nah, because look,
He said, "Don't mess with my child," right?
Vengeance is in the Lord's hands. You know what I'm saying? Vengeance is in the Lord's hands. And if you serve the Lord, a lot of that type of judgment don't really come on your people like that. You know what I mean? Somebody just come and just brutally murder your people, you know, or murder somebody. It don't happen.
Without
like
them asking for it.
None of us ask. Who asks for death?
I mean, like you put yourself in that type of position.
But that's the thing. None of us we don't put ourselves in situations like that. You know what I mean? We don't put ourselves in situations that's like us in the hood. Why I'm gonna be around niggas that's like that? They live like animals.
You know better.
I'm gonna move out to the hood so I can go live around people that's like more on the peaceful level.
What about the niggas that don't know better?
Then they need to come across the practice, or the Lord got to direct their paths to lead them to
but they're not gonna literally walk past. They're not gonna even stop.
Everybody's gonna hear the word. Everybody.
They hear you, but I'm trying. Like in my young nigga, him right here. I'm preaching. He's like, I know how much you love God, bro. You tell me shit like that, bro.
Right.
But he only receives so much.
And it wasn't meant for him. It was meant for him to go back to the spiritual realm.
Let our youngins die.
And it's up to God. It's up to the Most High. It's all His program. I can't save your life. I can't save this brother's life. I can't save my own life.
And you can't beat yourself up after if he was to go.
But
I
can make the changes when I hear the word, so that way I can, Lord, willing, receive mercy. That's the big thing, making a change, and then God see the intentions in your heart.
Let me ask you, am I wrong? Because my little brother died, I didn't make a change. I tried to verbally tell him right and wrong. I'd rather me make the mistakes than him.
Right.
But he's gone now. Like, am I wrong for not making a change, but trying to verbally word him out, tell him right and wrong, but you're not moving different?
I'm gonna tell you that you are wrong, because how can you tell somebody to change when you ain't making a change? Wouldn't that make you a hypocrite? That's like you telling, hey, bro, don't smoke weed. You tell me don't smoke weed, but you smoking blunts.
Do it all the time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So how does that make sense? How am I supposed to respect what you're saying when you ain't even doing it?
That's some toxic ass shit, ain't it?
Right, that's backwards. That's why you can't judge.
So you learn that shit from somebody, from your parents, whoever.
But that's why you gotta put a stop to it. You gotta be the man to put a stop to it. No matter where I learned it from, no matter how much I grew up in it, there's still room for change. There's still room for correction within myself. Now I might not be able to change somebody else, but I could change what I do. Go ahead,
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Call ye upon him while he is near. Go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Let the wicked forsake his way. So you're supposed to forsake your ways, bro. Because if you don't, the Lord gonna get you. Like, you're supposed to stop doing wickedness. You're supposed to learn what is wicked and then stop doing it.
I've been drinking it. That's my wickedness. I don't be really like tripping on nobody.
If you have a drink, that's cool. But like you mentioned,
I be drinking like
don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
Don't be. If a man got a woman, don't go be trying to creep on this woman. That's adultery. You know what I'm saying? Stop worshiping false gods. Don't eat. You eat lobster, you eat shrimp, you eat crab. Stop eating that.
What you eat?
I don't eat none of that shit, bro.
What you eat though? You eat
I
chicken
just eat
breast?
chicken. Yeah, chicken. You know what I mean? Really, that's my
Chicken
main
breast and
diet.
vegetables on hood.
That's my
Rice
diet.
and beans.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's part of my main diet, bro. And then
Real,
I get into the herbs. Not saying that it's gonna save me, but it's a better way of living.
Yeah.
It's a better right. We rehearsing the righteous acts.
Because we can't follow all the laws to it's over 613.
Yeah.
You can't follow all of them, but you can follow the basics.
Right.
Yeah.
And those are basics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you have power within yourself to stop doing.
You don't eat fast food then, huh?
Nah, I don't eat. Me personally, I don't.
Nigga, I don't either, nigga. I'll be like, nigga, that shit ain't right for the soul. I know it. For real, boy.
Crazy.
Shit.
Go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power.
See, let him return to the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. You gotta return to the Lord only for the Lord to have mercy. Go ahead.
Let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
But he will abundantly pardon. He'll pardon you for what? Your sins. That's how you get pardoned for your sins. Is by returning to the Lord. Because you get a clean slate once you start become as a brand new babe in the Mashiach Yahushua. Okay? So let's get the whole duty of men. You know what I said? Ecclesiastes 12.
How do I come to God, bro? I've been in God my whole life.
Right,
I
you
just
at church right now,
go to
bro.
the Bible.
You at church right now. This is church. So when you come out here, you're supposed to come, get you some scriptures, you know what I mean? And learn. We get you some highlighters and the scriptures that we bring out that we teach you. You start taking them down, taking notes, and then you go home, you watch over, and then we also give like our elders, our apostles, and you start learning from them. You know what I mean? And then you start growing, start praying to the Lord.
That's the way to leave my wicked ways alone.
Yeah, that's right. Because you're going to for sure get edified. You're going to for sure learn about yourself. You're going to for sure learn what you're doing, what is wrong, and you're going to start learning how to do right. Now, you're your own worst enemy. You got to stop your own self. It's up to you to put a stop to your BS, bro. You got to stop bullshitting out here. Can you walk around here like the thug? Can you walk around here like, you know what I'm saying, ready to just blow somebody's brains out? You gotta be
like that.
You gotta be, I know, but that's how it be though. We get it. We've been out here. We done survived through slavery. You know what I mean? We still trying to get out of this portion of the slavery.
PTSD, man.
You know what I mean? But look, it's a different way we gotta walk now. It's more peace.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know,
sir.
more humility. Because guess what? We don't really have to fight anymore. The fight. The Lord gonna be the one that's gonna fight on our behalf. This is the main primary of the fight: is getting through a battling ourselves. First and foremost, doing what the Lord commanded, and then the Lord gonna come and really fight on our behalf.
So what could you say to a nigga to give him that to make him wanna?
Hey, everything that we read in should be enough. Get that now, grab that down. Watch it. Listen to this. Listen to this.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
So that's the conclusion of everything. That's that fear the Most High and keep His commandments. You start rehearsing the righteous acts. That's how you're able to deliver the message to somebody else, because you took the time out to get the knowledge. You took the time out to learn. You took the time out to make the change. Now you're becoming a king, a righteous ruler, a judge. Now you're learning discipline. Now you learned about yourself. Now you can actually judge somebody else for things they doing and actually correct them and lead them down the right path. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, right? How am I gonna be able to teach you if I'm on bullshit too? You know what I mean? How can we progress in society? We both broke.
Talking shit.
We just both talking shit, but we broke the shit, and we don't never get shit done. Ain't nothing gonna generate. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But see, now we actually generating and moving forward in the right way now because through the Spirit. You know. Now that was it on that. Now end it off with Romans 12:1. And read down like verse 3. Because you know, the days that we leading up to, bro, to be quite frankly with you, the Lord's getting ready to return. Now, earlier before you walked up, we was going into prophecy, you know what I'm saying? But we just going through scripture to show you how to make the correction within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that was comforting to your mind, bro. But this is ultimately the best part of it because you have to become that sacrifice, that righteous sacrifice for the Lord. Go ahead, I.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High.
So whose will is more important, yours or the Heavenly Father's?
That's the thing. To answer your question, the Heavenly Father, but nowadays it's like my will is more important. It's
So
like
nope.
I gotta ride for me.
Nope, that's wrong. You said it right, but you went wrong by making it about you.
Well, that's the reality.
But that's not the
It's not
reality.
about God. It's about like you fuck with mine, I'm fuck with you.
But see, that's how the white man got you thinking.
Yeah, eye for an eye.
But see, we don't live like that because now we put it in the Lord's hand. We allowing the Lord to fight the majority of our battles and keep us strengthened to do the right things in a wicked ass world.
Amen.
Just to, just give an example, your brother passed. My uncle a couple years ago, some dudes that he was dealing with, they jumped him and left him for dead to where he was in a coma and eventually passed. To where at that time and moment, I felt a lot of anger in me that I wanted to get back at those that did that. This truth is what calmed me down and said the vengeance belongs to the Lord. Where in that state, no matter who did it, no matter if you know them, let the Lord do it. Let the Most High His Son deal with it. Don't be devil for the time. Don't take vengeance to your own hand because it's good
Right. Because the type of vengeance that we're talking about on a small level is that black on black crime shit. What's gonna come out of that? You get it back, and let's say you want to get back at the niggas that killed your brother, right? What's that? What the fuck is that gonna do?
Think about it all the time. What is it gonna do?
That shit gonna leave you in jail.
I'll tell them the same shit.
Another nigga gonna be dead, and then what
his
about
mama gonna be crying and hurt?
Yep.
Right, and then it's a
I
cycle.
seen this nigga mama crying and hurt. I'm holding her at the feet.
And then it's a cycle, bro. We gotta break the cycle.
Break the cycle. That's right.
The cycle gotta be broken, bro. You can't live like that. That's animalistic living. That's you looking over your shoulder, you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Who wanna live like that, bro?
Honestly,
This is the only way. This is the only thing that makes sense. We can't live like animals out here, which we ain't animals. The white man want to portray you as an animal or as a man. Nah, we have a whole better way of living, and we have comfort, and we have power. Which, when the time comes, overall, the Lord is going to give us power to take vengeance on our enemies. He's going to give us power. But see, that time hasn't came yet, and that power is only going to come to the servants.
that's right.
To those that believe. Go ahead,
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world.
See, be not conformed to this world. That's the message. You can't be conformed to this world. You can't think how the world thinks and serve the Lord. No, you have to, all that garbage that we learned, we had to throw that shit away. And then restart. You know what I'm saying? You got a factory reset on your phone. Like, I don't want to lose all this. It's good. I got this shit. I got good contact now. Get rid of all that. Because it's going to do you better when you start meeting new souls.
Right.
New brothers that's on the same path that's going to be able to lead you the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the cycle is broken. Because now you're no longer a part of that shit, that garbage in the world. Okay?
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but ye be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of your mind. See? That's how you make the change. And that's how you can make changes for other individuals in their life. Then you be seen as, like you made reference to me, I'm knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Lord. Because the Lord is inspiring me to be able to, Lord willing, make the change in the next man's life. You know what I'm saying? That is of the elect. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can be saved.
Right.
We want to be saved. We want to get the hell out of here. We feel hurt for so long. We've been going through it for so long that now we actually have a way out, and it's through this book. And the only way out is by us changing first. Then the Lord's going to come and then bring us into a place of peace. Bring us back into a place of complete comfort. You know? And that's what it takes, by us renewing our minds first, bro. Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
See, it's all go back to the will of the Most High. So that way we may prove what His will is. You know what I'm saying? Once we do His will, just like our Lord did, then He's going to reward us. You know what I'm saying? And we want that reward. We want to be saved. We want to be kings of the earth. We don't want to die here. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be left behind. We don't want to submit to the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? And forsake our powers. We want to solely rely on the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Right.
And it takes by you making a change first. And Lord, the Lord blesses your mind to be able to do so. That's all it is, brother. Let's go on there. Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
That's it. That's it right there. So that's all it is to it, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, Lord willing, today's camp was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. We want to continue, brothers, to continuously keep pushing, man. We at the end of this thing. Yahweh Shai is going to make his grand return. We just got to do, like the scripture say, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Stay firm, stay vigilant, and may Yahweh Bashim Shai be with us all that sincerely believe. So we want to start off by saying, Barak Atah Yahweh, Barak Atah Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah Yahweh, Barak Atah Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah Yahweh, and Barak Atah Yahweh Shai, man. And hey, shalom to you, Akim out there. Much love, Akim. Yeah. That's yeah. That's all it is.
Looks like it's not that. I really try to. I respect what y'all doing, man. Cause I want to do the same shit, you know, in a way, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Just any way to try to reach out and get through to the people. You know what I'm saying? To our people, man. Little dudes like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You see a young brother on the corner, you might not even know him from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? But he might have been through the same type